You didn't even have a number.
I did. Remember was Alfredo was close to the
Hey yo.
Yo.
Hey, y'all good. We gonna test out the vocal shit, you know?
Quick question. Am I able to smoke on here?
Hell no, it's a family affair, nigga.
Oh.
Nigga, what? You was at home, nigga.
I was gonna hit that one of you.
Hey, can I smoke? Nigga, you in your house. Hell nah.
I'm about to pour a chair.
Hey, I got one question.
Everybody tune in, man. Everybody tune in.
This is about to be some. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something real quick.
I should go put my channel.
I had to get on here looking presentable, you know what I'm saying? You know, all right.
Hell no.
Go get your chain, Eagle. Go on, get your chain, man. Go get your ice.
Hold on, we gonna wait for you to get your chain, gang. We gonna wait for you to get your chain.
Hold on, y'all not finna outdo me today.
We gonna wait for you to get your chain, gang. Hey, so this is. Let me check the YouTube real quick before we get started. All right, so we just live right now on YouTube. I sent you the YouTube link already, right, JV?
Yeah. I'm actually live on Facebook, and I got y'all link in the head.
Oh, that.
So they can just go straight to it.
That's what
I had a couple people asking me how can they view it.
Yep, YouTube. Let me check out this shit real quick.
No, it's cool.
Need a jar.
This just about me. This shit right here, nigga.
Right there. Well, if you want to hold it back, you can relax and just zoom it in.
Fuck that. I'm ready now.
I'm ready now.
Ready now.
Hey, whole time. Whole time, though.
Oh, I see it too.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to glare.
I don't want y'all to be small on the screen and I'm big, you know. Like, make sure this shit right.
Yeah, now you small.
See, and I really wanted this, so the logo could have been.
Right, we gonna do it.
Are you live yet or no?
Of course.
Of course.
Ain't nobody probably on.
Can give me 60 seconds?
Hold on, let me.
I just want to turn my table around real brief.
Hey, you can turn your camera off for a bit, and then turn it back on. Y'all know I gotta have my you know, hey, Dirty Eagle. Let me show you what I did. I was being creative in my room, bro. So I was being creative in my room the other day, and I decided to write this on the little window. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Right,
yep, I'm ready.
Hey, so let me show you. Look, this had like it ain't got no sound to it, but this how that shit. Oh, it's gonna blur out Dirty Eagle. Nigga, you ain't got nothing up there, gang.
I'm working on it.
You working on it. I see you working on it. All right, so this is what we gonna do the little countdown real quick.
I thought you was talking about me.
Nah, you know we gonna do the little countdown. It's gonna mute all of our mics and then it's gonna hop right back on. Then we gonna get into it. The countdown 30 seconds. All right, so for the people that's up on here, you already know you rocking out with your fave most turned up host Zoto on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, season 2, episode 2, and of course I got my co-host Kaka.
You know what
Dirty
it is.
Eagle up on this motherfucker, man. Dirty Eagle, what's up?
Man, you know what it is, man. About to have a great interview. Actually, I've been looking forward to this interview for quite some time, man. This topic means something to me, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what's saying? We already had a PTSD episode. I think that was like episode 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Nah, like 8, 7 or 8. It wasn't 8 because 8 is bullying. I think it was like 8, 7-ish. Yes. So we got a special guest up on this motherfucking man. I don't think he need no introduction, but it's my motherfucking boy, JV, Mr. Candyman Treats. JV, what's the fuck the word? Let these people know who you is, man.
If you don't know, now you know. It's your boy, JV. Some may know me as Deuce Deuce. You know, I used to do the music. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm doing the candy. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Candyman Treats by JV. For those who don't know, there's the logo. We specialize in infused treats, drinks, whatever you think regular food, we infuse it. I also own my own shoe line. I have a contract with Alive Shoes. If you haven't heard of Alive Shoes, you might heard of them with Soulja Boy. He just came out with some shoes with Alive Shoes as well. They're based out of the United Kingdom. Mm-hmm. They're in GQ magazine and Vogue magazine. So they somewhat of a big deal, I would say.
Hey, if Soulja Boy is an influence from them, they definitely a big deal. No. And so them motherfuckers a big deal. All right. We got Soulja Boy and then we got my boy JV up on that motherfucker. So big fucking deal. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play. It's a little nice mental health song that's gonna get us started before I count down start, man. Of course, it's by my co-host, Dirty E. You know what I'm saying? We finna get right to it, all right?
Not how the story ends. Keep the faith, persevere, my friend. This is not how your story ends.
I was good.
Wait.
With your famous turned up host Zoto, man, right here.
That song?
That song? Episode 2. You know what I'm saying? Season 2, episode 2. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into our topic, we always like to talk about things that has happened in the entertainment industry that relates to mental health, something that we've been going through mental health wise. So I'm just gonna ask my co-host. As a matter of fact, now we got a guest up on. Sorry, I asked my guest, JV, man. In the month of March and April, how has your mental health been, man? And how have you been able to manage that mental health without giving too much? You know what I'm saying?
March has been fucked up for me. March has been fucked up. I lost 3 people. My wife lost her uncle, so that's 4 people in like a 8-day radius. So I want to say from March 24th, from March 24th to March 30th, we lost 4 people back to back. We just buried one of them yesterday, which is my uncle, Philip Coleman. How I've been managing with it is weed and perks, bro. Like, you know, it's really what's been keeping me, sorry to say, that's what's been abusing marijuana, you know. Like, that's what's been keeping me sane from doing the shit that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know how we get in that zone and, you know, get them weird thoughts. And that's really what's been keeping me afloat. My Mary Jane, bro. Mary Jane been keeping me afloat, bro.
I seen the weed. Mary Jane. Hold on. I gotta delete. Hold on 1 second. This shit tripping. There you go. All right, bet. Nigga said the weed. It paused on the weed.
Real.
All right, so he been coping with it through weed, man. Dirty Eagle, man. What's been up? First of all, hold on. Before you even start, we got a fucking award-winning best new artist. My co-host, Dirty Motherfucking Eagle, man.
I heard about that.
Boy,
What
was your feeling? What was that like getting that award, man? Because we know, you know what I'm saying, before when we seen the list of people that was nominated for, we was like, man, if Dirty Eagle don't win, this shit rigged like a motherfucker. So when you got your name called for this award, man, like what was the first thing that went to your mind? Like how was you feeling when you got that award?
You know, you always, everybody, you know, it's like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get hit. So you have all these thoughts that what you want to say, how I'm going to say it, what I'm going to say, and all that. But it was a feeling of gratitude. Like, you know, JV as an artist, you know, you can make some music and you think this shit is a hit and it may not go nowhere. You know, you work your ass off to build a fan base and for just people to respect your craft because you, in your heart, you know, you put your all into it as an artist. It is not cheap to do this shit. You know what I mean? But just the last year, I think I put $40,000 just in marketing, promotion, building a brand awareness and all that. So, man, honestly, Zoto, man, it was a sense of gratification. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can create all this art that you want to, but if people like you, if people like Ren Terry, don't give you the opportunity to perform. People like my wife that don't give me the opportunity to do this because she just like whatever, and you know I got to do everything. People that really support my brand all over the country. If I don't have that, then what I'm doing really means nothing. So, you know, honestly, it was a sense of gratification. I was recognized, not only to be in the category. Of course, I felt I was better than everybody, but to actually take that home. Man, it made everything work, and it made you feel like, man, it's time to even go harder now. This is just the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and I think the best about it was you won it like 3 days before my B-Day.
Yeah, that was your birthday. That was a hell of a week, too.
So like, but you wanted that Friday. Y'all had the award shit. That was that Friday, right?
Friday, yeah.
That
And then
Friday,
right to the awards, I went right to your day, went all the way to Maryville. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. That whole week, I was drunk as hell.
That whole weekend, of course, I was drunk because, as y'all just heard, like my B-Day was March 21st. But y'all know us Aries. We come in, we take over Pisces fucking season. And so, like, I turned up at Club Play the 18th. The 19th, I turned up at karaoke at Tilly's. Sunday with Sasha Go Hard and my boy Cornelius, I fucking turned up, man. And I got some videos for y'all, but y'all gonna have to go on my page for that because, like, every year I go viral on my birthday. Now this year in particular, I had somebody fucking spit on me.
Yeah, this year was you can't watch that video.
Y'all can't watch that video. I'm glad nobody caught that on video. Because the way that I got up from that motherfucker, I was like my neck, my back, my neck and my back. But I couldn't let the girl see me do that because she was gonna be like, what the fuck you trying to call me fat? Duh, motherfucker.
Zoto take them all. He ain't getting down.
Yeah, so you know, we turned up for the B-Day, man, and shout out to my co-host for coming out, man, because like that nigga came out. Of course, he had to come out. I tried to get him to host, but he was just like, "Me the host? Well, be the host?" Like, yeah, nigga, because I don't want to host on my birthday. Like, I gotta work on my birthday.
Yeah, that's your job.
On my birthday,
you host for a living.
You know how to get drunk.
Take the mic and say something. And I don't know how many drinks I gave you. I gave you like what, 10 drinks?
Yeah, all type of shit too. Hennessy, tequila, vodka. It was some little Mexican person dancing in one of them drinks. I don't know.
So y'all haven't seen us since, was it January we did the episode? February?
Yeah, February.
So, you know, when
you say this season 2, episode 2?
Season 2, episode 2.
You know what that is, right?
What that is?
Deuce. And you got Deuce on the episode 2. Man.
Look at God.
If that wasn't divine intervention.
We doing for the culture. Look at
that wasn't divine intervention.
Hey, God make these plans for a reason, man. Season 2, episode 2, man. And it's crazy because like I just feel the month of April up. So now we are looking for people that's dealing with PTSD, people that's dealing with any mental health issue. If y'all want to be on our show, man, go to Zoto. Now go to email Zodo Entertainment LLC at gmail.com. That's ZODOE Entertainment LLC.com, man. We got somebody that's coming on that's gonna talk. We got our first female. We're gonna have our first female on. She's gonna come on and she's gonna talk about mental health, doing her she was raped when she was young. So that's gonna get real deep. We got Rich Way Tiller. That's Jocelyn, the 7-year-old girl that got killed at McDonald's. We got her father coming on next week. We got my boy Charlie Luch coming on. He another artist. He coming on, I think, on the 25th or whatever that week is, man. So April is filled up, and there's a lot of people that see us doing what we doing, man, and they want to get on our show, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy JV for letting us do this. We supposed to been did this shit, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
way back in the Cadillac.
Yeah, we supposed to been locked in. It's cool though.
This season 2, episode 2.
This is my episode. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got 2 for us. All right, so the topic again, we finna talk about PTSD, man. I think a lot of people go to PTSD. It is crazy, man. So PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it. Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. So, y'all can Google that and read the rest of it, but that's just the topic of what we're going to start at, right? So I know for a fact that we talked about this numerous times on the podcast. My co-host been shot, by a family member. And then my boy JV was shot, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
So, JV, man.
Actually,
so, how did that start?
8.
So talk about your struggles with PTSD and how did everything start?
The first time, so I was shot 9 years ago. First, I was shot 2 different times, a year apart. The first time I was shot in my leg and my ass. I shot in my ass. So the next year, the first shot, the leg shot, I would say it traumatized me, but it turned me up more than it traumatized me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I felt like, fuck that, we finna go get these niggas. I ain't trying to hear shit. It ain't really
retaliate.
Yeah, that's all I was. Revenge was the only thing that was on my mind. Now, a year later, November 7th, 2012, I get shot in my face. The bullet went in right here. It came out right here. It grazed my vocal cord, chipped off a part of my tooth, and fractured the whole left side of my face. So have you ever threw a spark plug at a piece of glass? That's how the left side, and the X-ray, that's how the left side of my face looked. I was that day I was diagnosed with PTSD. I was told I was partial paraplegic for about a month. For about a month, the doctors told me I would never walk again. They told me a piece of the bullet got stuck actually in my left eye, and they had to seal it back. They used like what we would call crazy glue for the eye. They told me I was possibly could be blind in my left eye. They told me it was a chance I wouldn't walk again. From the waist down, I couldn't feel, I couldn't fuck. My mood couldn't even get hard, dog. My bad, bro. It took a lot. It took a lot for me to get back. I couldn't determine reality from fake. My mouth was wired shut. I made it home for Thanksgiving that year, and my wife had to chop everything up, like mince, everything. I couldn't eat no solid foods. I could only eat mashed potatoes, shit like that. And it was hard. It was tough. I didn't go to physical therapy. Everything I did was home based. a lot of people ask me, like, how did I manage? Like how you just asked me, how did I cope with it? To be honest, bro, I don't know. Because if it wasn't for my support system, like my wife at the time, my grandmother, I didn't really have a lot of people around to help me. Like my wife wiped my ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do shit. You feel me? Like Kevin Hart say, I don't know if y'all seen this recent comedy. He was like,
that's
"Do you have your certified ass wipe?"
That's like
Because here's mine. And I tell people all the time, bro, I probably wouldn't have got through it if it weren't for her. You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up, bro. I couldn't walk. I could barely talk. My head was this fat, bro. My head touched my shoulders, G. Like literally, like this swole. You get what I'm saying? My throat was this big. And one thing I could say, honestly, brought me back to reality. They was finna send me back to the psych ward, dog. And I swear to God, that's how fucked up I was mentally. I even pulled parts of my hair, my head, because I was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I was just pulling the shit out. I didn't feel it. I pulled the hair molecules out of my head. I was so damaged mentally. And my grandmother told my wife, she said, give him a joint. She said, if that don't work, I personally drive his ass to Stroger's, and we gonna put his ass in the psych ward. I smoked that joint, bro, and God is my witness, bro. I've been managing and coping ever since. So it's to the point where I need weed. You get what I'm saying? 8 years later, my hands still do this. You get what I'm saying? My nerves bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit on the toilet too long from being shot up. Remember, I got hit in the ass too. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm all fucked up, but I'm here and I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? And my coping method is weed. Like I think I smoke more than the rapper. And without it, I've tried to do it without it. Because some people, you know, people are like, oh, that's an excuse. Oh, that's an excuse. No, nigga, I've synced myself without a blunt.
And you ain't normal. So let me ask you, so if your wife don't mind, you know, getting on camera, like just talking like a little bit, for her mentally, like how does she mentally do it? Like how was she mentally able to help you do all that? Sometimes some people, you know, that's really close to you, they really don't know what to do. Sometimes they'll leave you because they don't know what to do. So for your wife, mentally and physically, man, how was she able to help you do that and stay strong?
She don't like it.
You can just talk.
He said just talk.
Okay, I can talk. Yes.
She said shit to you.
Hey, you know, so that's a great question because I actually have a friend who just left his wife because she's going through depression because she lost her mother and she hasn't been able to bounce back for that. So some people can't handle that as a significant other. You feel me? So that is an excellent question because I often wonder how my wife even deal with me today because I still I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? Through all the shit that I've been through, and my mental health gets thrown on her. So that's an excellent question, man. It's an excellent question.
Yeah, she ain't even got to get on the camera. She could just.
Yeah, I think it was very hard. It was very hard to even see him in the bed and can't do nothing, you know, seeing him so helpless. But I think the love that I have for him and the family that we build together is what gives me my strength. The smile that I see on his face daily, the strive and the push that he gives himself on a daily basis is what makes me stronger to be there for him as much as possible. Because God knows where I would be without him right now. Because I was 5 months pregnant with our first daughter when this happened. And I stood right there and seen the man shoot him in the face. So at that moment, all I wanted was for him to stay alive so our baby could see her daddy. So every day, that's what gave me my strength to keep pushing, to show him the love and the strength that he didn't have to do it by himself. He had somebody here. He could be weak because I was his strength. And 10 years later, here we are still. Like I said, he's the love of my life. long as there's a smile on his face, that's what makes me happy.
Hey, that's honestly like Dirty just said. Like you said, your guy left his girl.
Yeah, I just found out today, man. My wife came in, and of course I'm not gonna say his name, but she was like, whatchamacallit just left his wife, and I'm like, you talking about him left her? And he was like, I'm like, they've been a little detached from one another. I can tell. I'm like, so what happened? What was like the main reason he said? And she was like, because she's been battling depression for quite some time because of the loss of her mother. He just can't take it no more. You know, every day he walks into the house, it's just sadness, and it's been going on for a while. It's not like just a week or two. It's been going on over a year and a half. And mentally, it's messing him up to the point where he just can't be in the house anymore.
Can't handle it.
He can't personally handle it because it's messing up his mental health. He's not happy. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I can understand, but then I'm like, man, I come from a relationship where I'm sometimes still at my lowest, and my wife is still there. So I can understand it. Then I'm like, man, now somebody had my back when I ain't had nothing, or when I'm really going through sometimes, or when I'm lashing the fuck out, I say some shit I really don't mean, because it hits me, you know what I'm saying? And my wife would just look at me like, nigga, and then she comes back to the point like, sometimes I'm just not right, you know what I mean? So, I'm like, damn. So it's like, I understand, but then I really don't get it.
You really can't get it. So the last question for your wife. How was your mental health today? Like just seeing him better, seeing him smile and shit. Like how has that helped your mental health be where it's at today?
It's helped a lot because we're not as stressed anymore. He's learned how to deal with his anger more than he used to. I know when he's feeling down, so I know how to cope around the house, so to bring him back in the good spirit. I try to give him positive talks, try to hug on him and, let the kids hug on him, because that brings his spirit up too when the kids get in his face and start acting silly and stuff. So, we do little things because, especially our oldest, Javiana, she understands a lot because she's been there with us through all of it, all his trauma, because, she was there through his recovery. So she understands a lot. So she could tell when her dad's down, and she'll go up to him and hug him and tell him everything will be okay. So we all try to give him the support that he needs.
And that's crazy because like when you be around a person for a lot of years, you can start to sense if something's not wrong. So like you'll probably go to that person and get him a hug. You probably be looking like, how you just know? But it's just like I just been around you for so long that I can kind of like feel when something not right. Like I could be coming up to Dirty Eagle and be like, nigga, what the why you looking like that, dog? He'll be like, nah, everything cool, niggas. No, it's not. It's not cool. Like, it ain't cool.
You walk me in the club, I could have a thought in the club and you'll catch it. You'll get off stage and come walk up to me like, bro.
Yeah, I'll be like, bro, what you good?
Good?
Drink, you good? And then just like the other day with JV, like I seen him post a status and like, I'm just like, I just know like, cause even us as men, like we need this shit too, because at the end of the day, we always gonna have our spouse. Our spouse is always gonna be our number one source. But
it take more than that sometimes.
Yes.
More than sometimes
I want a nigga point of view. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, what the band? How you feel about this thing? She don't look. No woman does. No woman looks at it how men look at it. No men look at it how women look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's shit she'll be want to talk to me about. She'll be like, well, I really need a woman point of view.
Yeah.
You know like we prime example. Like I'll tell you, we just got out of a 7-year 3-way relationship, and it was certain shit like that she'll talk to our girlfriend about it. She won't talk to me about because it's a girl thing. So it's the same way. You get what I'm saying? It's like, man, sometimes I need, hey, bro, what the band? You feeding me, G? She don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a guy thing.
You don't look at your ass like, boy,
right. And they'll say yeah, but they don't fuck we talking about.
I try to understand.
Yeah, or they be like, I understand it, or some shit like that.
And they really don't, bro. They really don't.
Just
and we do it too to them. Baby. Mm-hmm. Go Google that shit.
They telling us about their friends, like, they gossip with their friends about their friends shit. We just be like, damn, for real. Damn, she ain't never just do that. And half of the time, this should be going in one ear and not the other. Like it ain't that we don't care. It's just that
we can't relate. We can't relate.
You know what I'm saying? So, Dirty Eagle, man. So, let's talk about you talked about it previous times. So without low key like really getting too much into it, because we talked about it the last PTSD episode and the other episode, just give like a brief, think of how your PTSD started and how you able to manage it now.
Of course, mine started since I was a little kid. Just my father was murdered, and a very close family member set my father up to be murdered. So growing up and then knowing that family member set that up, it fucks with you as you get older, and you realize my father was taken away from me from somebody I really truly loved dearly. And then you go through life and you go through these events, and there's a root of your problem that you really can't figure out because you never got the proper counseling for it. Never really able to digest and break that down. And fast forward and shit happened. Like it's ironic, JV. You said, how you said you was pulling your hair out, like right here. That shit happened to me, bro. I got hit by a car and I was on so much motherfucking medicine. I was scratching the scabs out my head. And the only reason you really can't see this right here is because my hair grows back so thick. But my shit was like that, like you can see back here. I got this big ass hematoma. Motherfuckers don't know. I was paralyzed. My neck was broken 3 different places. My tib and fib on my leg was shot. I couldn't walk. I had to learn how to talk. My foot dropped. I had no access to my foot to move my foot up and down. And that should take a toll on you. And then you don't get no mental health. No, you don't get no help for that going through that.
Really?
I got shot. I had a Christmas party at my house. I lived in the south suburbs at the time. I had like 60 people in the crib. Somebody that was close to my aunt's fiance tweet balled out. He was trying to drop my aunt off to go kick it with a side chick. Fast forward, ended up getting caught up. Got mad at somebody exposed him. Came back to the crib with a pistol. I tried to get him off the property. I've known this man since I was 12. He shot me and walked over my body like I wasn't shit. You feel me? I end up being in the hospital, died on the scene. They resuscitated me. I had to have 10, 12 inches of my intestines taken out. Lost my gallbladder, my appendix. It's stuff, and you still don't get help for it. You just go through it. Yeah. So you're not getting no help. And imagine being shot. Well, you can. You was right there with your girl. I got 4 kids. I got shot in front of all my kids. You feel me? To this, I had to leave. I had to eventually move from the house because when Christmas, and it happened Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, and it fucked the whole family up. Nobody wants to celebrate Christmas because it's always that negative thing that, damn, my dad almost died in front of me at our crib at a Christmas party. You feel me? So you don't get none of this help. And I find myself to this day, it could be 1 minute, I'll be real cool. And the next minute, I fucking lash out. And I got to get away because I be wanting to harm something. And I'm like, this shit be bottled up in me.
Just me, bro.
Bro,
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
So my coping mechanism, I drink a lot. But then I drink so much, I fucking black out. And I'll be going crazy and shit. And I'll be trying to balance it, but I don't know how to really balance it. You feel me? I just want to drink to escape the reality, but then when I get drunk, I'm in an alternate universe. I'm like, I'm not nowhere near at least if I'm getting mad, I know I can kind of take myself away from the shit. But then when I get drunk, I'm in it. You know what I mean? I be saying some weird ass shit, and it's just
that you are.
You feel me? And I'm trying to balance, bro, because you gotta escape it, because it's always there. You know what I'm saying? It could be a blink of a moment that shit hit you, and you just be mad, like, damn, this nigga shot me and walked over me like I ain't shit, and I've known him over 20 motherfucking years, man. It fuck you up. You know what I mean? So, like, my coping mechanism, I drink, but the biggest thing besides my wife is write music. Like you heard the song Persevere. Like being able to express myself through music when I could be holding all this shit inside of me, that is the biggest form of therapy I ever had. Because I'm able to write some shit. I could be mad at my wife about some shit. Write that shit out, make it into a song. It may never come out, but at least I know if I need to.
Right.
Your lad.
Right.
So this I'm good. Both of y'all talking about y'all, pulling out y'all hair and you can see it. So a lot of people would like look at that and they'll probably laugh and be like, "Oh, this nigga got a bald spot right here," or something like that. But
that's how you get smacked.
Yeah,
they don't know that.
Don't even play like that.
Why?
You get one warning. You get one warning with me. Yeah. I'm real sensitive about that. Yeah. I'm self-conscious about this, bro. I ain't got to do that yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause then the whole time, like, we ain't even, man, motherfucker, I can't say too much on him, but yeah, though, motherfucker went stepping, but we ain't stepped the stepper. You understand? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker stepped everybody else but the stepper. So I'm real touchy about that. And A motherfucker laugh at that bald spot, bro. Motherfucker. Yeah, all right.
So
I was saying, if
it
you
brings
hear
me
about something, just
topic,
talk.
right?
Ask
So
me, man, what happened to your shit, bro? I would respect that. Then don't crack no joke on me.
Yeah. I respect the question, but just he and ha.
Me, ha ha me.
yeah, that shit ain't. Yeah, but you don't really like a lot of people really wouldn't even know that about you, right? Because a lot of motherfuckers just think that everything funny. So I just wanted we're gonna get off tangent a little bit.
Like Chris Rock your ass.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, check this out. So I'm glad you just said it because that's what the fuck I was finna get to. So last week, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Last week, 2 weeks ago at the Oscars, everybody that's watching this shit all know that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. He smacked the Band-Aid off his face, for talking about, the alopecia that Jada had. He said something to the effect of, "Oh, we can cast Jada for the new G.I. Jane Joe movie," right? So initially, when y'all first saw that, like, what was y'all initial thoughts? Not how you thinking now, because I watched it and then I laughed and I'm like, damn, he just slapped the shit out of his ass. But then, my feelings changed from that first 5 seconds to now. Like, it's totally different. So let me know, like, what
my initial thought was it was scripted. That was my initial thought.
I still think it is. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, I think. But even if it is scripted, I feel I'm siding with Chris Rock for one reason. Ain't nothing my woman can make me do. You understand? The fact that Will Smith was laughing at the joke and she did this, ain't nobody got that type of power over me, bro. Nobody. And if you do, I don't even want to be with you. And vice versa. I shouldn't be able to control you like that. But with one look, like I say, even if it was scripted, with one look, you make me change myself and make a fool out of me. How long you been watching Will Smith, and Will Smith ain't never had an Oscar? That was the biggest night of his career. So even if it was scripted, you still let this make you look like a fool. Oh, some alopecia.
After she done did what?
Dirty Eagle got bald spots in his head. I got bald spots in my head. What?
Hey, look, and like you just said, like alopecia, right? Like, don't give me like. I'm gonna say, man.
What's alopecia though, folks? It's not life threatening.
Yeah, Dirty Eagle. What you got to say? I'm gonna say in my.
So initially, it caught me off guard because Will has an impeccable history. You just don't expect that from him. He's like a goody two good.
GQ.
Good show of everything. So you don't expect it. So it threw me off guard. Then my first initial reaction, yeah, motherfucking right. Smack that motherfucker. And I have 2 reasons why I'm happy Chris Rock got smacked the fuck up. Number one, I'm pretty sure Will warned them before about some disrespectful shit because he said some disrespectful shit about Jada back in the past.
2016, yeah.
2016. But my second thing is a more personal issue. I've been on a television show with Chris Rock, and he a fucking bitch. Like, on some real shit. I was on a show called Fargo with him, and this motherfucker would treat you like he wouldn't look at you. One of my homies, man, went to the break room. He tried to treat him for going in the break room. You know what I mean? And it went to one of the last episodes that we did when another actor on the scene came and spoke to me that he came and spoke to me. So I was happy Chris Rock got smacked.
So yours is personal.
So let me ask you a question, Dirty Eagle.
What's that?
Is that not his job?
If somebody comes to speak to you, even though you on the job, and we're not filming, if we're just in a cut and somebody speaks, or if somebody's not even speaking to you and they're going into that area to go get a snack, and you tell him,
that's completely different. I understand that. I'm talking about for the Oscars.
For the Oscars, it depends. Like, there's situations where you can crack. So let's say, for instance, because we don't know the whole history, we weren't there for everything. If Will did go holler at him before, like, hey, bro, that joke you did, that was some personal shit. Be respectful. You can crack a whole lot of other shit. Just be respectful on that shit. And then, like, a few days prior to that, my wife went on air and she talked about how this alopecia has affected her mentally. It's really bothered her. It's fucked her up. You know, black women, the love for hair when it comes to black women is a serious thing.
On this same platform that she discussed her entanglement about August, right?
But
I'm not.
what
I'm
y'all
gonna
think?
be honest. I don't really remember.
Look,
But
what y'all
this is the deal, though. Like, so
Yes.
she went and explained all that, and then knowing, I mean, the entertainment industry is big, but it's small. So knowing that she said that, and then you had the audacity to go and joke on that. Do I think he should have, in hindsight, handled it that way? Absolutely not. You know what I mean?
And that's all I'm saying, bro. I feel like the status of this guy,
you shouldn't do that. And besides that, how even us as black men, right? Some people aren't as mature to have even a conversation like this. So if Will Smith has these accolades and he has the ability to smack somebody in the highest level of acting in a center like that in front of all these millions of people, the average individual that can't process something thinks that if you bump into my wife accidentally, nigga, I might shoot you.
but I gotta protect a loyal woman, and that's my thing. That's why I'm siding with Rock, because one, this is my job. I make people laugh. Secondly, if I'm gonna be slapping for any wife, she got to be loyal.
Yeah.
Period. Now,
what makes Jada not loyal?
Hey,
what you mean? She cheated on him, and in the open marriage, because they have open marriage. He did.
They went together.
He did. Man, stop. So, but they were together when he slapped Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
Make it make sense. It don't even make sense.
This is my take on it, right? When I first seen, I'm like, damn, he just slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. And then when I initially heard the joke, I'm just like, first of all, it's a fucking joke. Second of all, when Jada cut her hair, everybody, like the whole social media knew that she cut her hair and she talked about it, and everybody still made jokes about her, right? It's number two, right? Number three, she posted a video, or it was like a little interview before that, like I think like a day before that, which they asked her about what does she think about people talking about her hair, and she said that it doesn't bother her, that she don't give a fuck. She legit said this.
He did say that.
Go up there and do what he did. It was a bitch move, and it was a bitch move because Will Smith is a comedian himself, not a stand-up comedian, but he's a comedian himself, right?
And you let this woman take that, and like I said, that's what made me feel like, how you gonna let a woman take control of?
And check this out,
anything that's got included with y'all?
Mind you, Regina Hall did a joke about the entanglement, and she said, "Will, get your butt up here because y'all in the entanglement thing." Jada laughed like a motherfucker. She laughed like a motherfucker. Will Smith laughed too, but his laugh was ha ha ha. Okay,
right.
But Jada laughed. But you wanna be looking all sad and shit like Chris Rock said some shit to you to hurt you, and to go up there. You made him stupid because you did all this shit. You just slapped this man. Well, you just did all this shit, and Jada done been in the news, right? She done been on social media with this entanglement. Even though August Alsina run this shit up, she talked about the shit on the Red Table Talk. That's an embarrassment. Motherfucking Willow, hold on, let me put this up. This some shit right here. Willow, at the age of 11, wrote this motherfucking note to Tupac that she don't fucking know. She said, "I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you please come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you was here. I really do. Love, Willow." This is 11-year-old Willow writing this letter to a dead Tupac while being in a marriage with her husband, Will. So
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because another reason.
You got a lot of years publicly, man. Will Smith went on a Red Table Talk, and this nigga cried.
Right.
It everywhere. Jada not once came out and said, "Oh, y'all better stop disrespecting my husband." She never, when Regina Hall made that joke, why she didn't go up there and slap Regina Hall for making that joke about him, knowing that's something sensitive that they went through, even though they did have an open relationship. You feel me? So
yeah, I agree.
All this shit to protect Jada, but what has Jada done to protect you?
Will. Not only that, more importantly, when the joke came out, she said that she tried, and I think I got more so offended. I think that's really why I sided with Chris Rock, because you tried to play it off and said, "Oh, my mental illness." It's people out here living with this shit for real. So yeah, I'm siding with Chris Rock, bro, and I'm siding with Chris Rock because one, like I said, you let a woman control some shit that's got going on with men. That's a no-no in man world. Everybody know that. Two, you tried to blame it off, talking about your alopecia affecting your mental illness. I got highly offended. You should have too. You should have too. You should have too. Because we really got mental illness.
We really go through shit.
We really going through this shit and living with this shit.
Do you know?
And you talking about some alopecia. Man.
The world's so
I
sensitive.
know I have a friend with alopecia. Don't we joke about her being bald all the time?
Hey,
all the time.
What black people, it's what black people do. And then check this out.
That's what we do. We laugh at our pain.
We talk about Lizzo. Oh, why the fuck she wearing that? She too fat. We talked about Coyle Ray being too skinny. How the fuck you don't know that she got obesity problem? That's a mental. How you don't know that she got anorexia? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been skinny all my life. That's why I be so happy now to gloat and say I got a motherfucking belly, because I used to get talked about for being too motherfucking skinny, not even knowing that I used to go home and I used to cry about that shit for being motherfucking too skinny. But a lot of motherfuckers still joked about the shit. And I just hate how social media, it's like 1 minute they laughing and then the next minute they want to get sensitive, like, oh, he did the great thing, but you was just laughing at the bitch. Everybody laughed at the joke. Everybody laughed at
with the Black Panther dude. Remember they was laughing at him?
They was laughing
with
at
the
him.
skinny picture.
Right.
2 months later, he was dead. R.I.P. I was just laughing at the nigga 2 months ago.
So
now he dead.
We got to be mindful of all that shit. And then another thing came up today with this nigga, the game. I don't know if this nigga going through a midlife crisis or something, but he just trying to be like,
"Oh, get my charger for the laptop. Hurry up, it's gonna die."
Hey, Zoe, you froze, bro.
Hey.
Hey, Zoe, you heard me? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you good. You have froze on.
Like the nigga trying to be like fake internet woke. Right? So I guess Regina Howell again, she said something about, hold on. She talked about somebody's hair. I forgot who had she talked about. She talked about somebody's hair, right? This was the game response. He said it's one thing to be a beautiful black woman as accomplished as Regina Hall, and is not be able to put your foot down when pre-reading a joke clearly written for her by someone else. I'm assuming a white writer. But another thing to try and clown a truly family-oriented man of integrity, supreme character, and class on the stage, but we still not.
You froze again, so.
Yeah, you froze, bro.
Yeah, but you feel what I'm saying, Dirty.
Yeah.
On the main level.
This is why I feel it's even more scripted, because when you think about the backdrop, what really happened going into that, when Chris Rock sales was at $41, now they almost at they over $400. Then you get to think about the situation where Pfizer is now one of the biggest. They're actually coming out there in stage 4 of medicine for alopecia. You know what I mean? It's
right. You get what I'm saying?
Really psyched us out. I'm like, this can't be real.
Meanwhile, that was just something to facade us with. They forgot we at war.
They forgot about COVID.
Oh,
that too.
Gas
we had war and COVID. Gas price
COVID.
$6 a gallon.
And I was on Chris Rock's side because it was Samuel L. Jackson first time winning the Oscar too. That situation even overshadowed that.
What?
Overshadowed that moment.
Wow.
I don't believe it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It even overshadowed that moment. Like Google the shit. Like it even overshadowed that moment. So that's why I'm more Chris Rock's side, because and then when he apologized to the fucking Academy. First of all, you didn't just slap the fucking Academy, nigga. You slapped me. Apologize to me when you accepting that motherfucking award, because I'm another black man. What the fuck
Will Smith.
To a white
they say Will Smith resigned.
He did. He resigned because they was talking about taking, action against him for trying to get him removed. So he basically beat them to the punch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's why I'm Chris Rock, and then him slapping Chris Rock ain't had shit to do with the joke that Chris Rock said. It had everything to do with everything that Jada has been putting this man through, social media wise, and he just now able to take it out on somebody. Like we always got everything built up inside of us, and if one person say something slick, it's like I gotta defend my wife. I gotta defend her. So that was just a slap to defend your wife, but that slap just caused your ass. That I can see why they moved your ass from Philly to Bel Air. You know what I'm saying? Like that slap, that joke wasn't warranted. That motherfucking slap, like it wasn't. Now Chris Rock probably got PTSD, and it was video circulating around of how sad Chris Rock was looking after everything happened. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people sharing the video and they laughing about it, but y'all not knowing that now this man is about to start going through mental health. So now when he get hospitalized for it, y'all gonna try to be on the side of, oh, we didn't know. Like, yes, the fuck you did. You just thought this shit was funny. Yeah. And y'all don't know.
Let me ask y'all this. Do you think Will really got like some type of mental illness going on?
Yeah.
That nigga,
I think if your spouse embarrasses you to the point of that, even though in my heart, I mean, if they separate and they want together and that shit happened, even if it didn't happen, I would never want it exposed. Even if we wasn't together at that time, I wouldn't want the world to know. That's some personal shit that we went through, and then we have a certain image that the world looks at as you know what I'm saying?
Right. You're right.
As a certain individual, both of us, and then as a united couple, then we have our children. So there's some things I just don't want exposed. And if I was Will, my wife brought that shit to me, I'd be like, fuck you. Hell no, we not gonna do that. So having the world mock him when he has worked so hard to build
they made him a meme too.
Yeah, man, he's a meme. You know what I mean? He went through some serious mental health. Him crying at that table was fucked up. You know what I mean? He went through all that shit for people to laugh and crack all these jokes, and then comes out to now a motherfucker make a joke. It could be, you know how it is, a motherfucker, you could be going through so much thing, and a motherfucker make the slightest thing about, the smallest joke about what you personally going through, or some shit that they see on the outside. Yeah. Fuck this nigga's up there. Up there. I'm gonna fuck everybody in this bitch. You know what I mean? So it gives you to that point where you like the smallest little things, like fuck it, I'm gonna explode. So yeah, that nigga needs some help.
And that's why I said it wasn't even about it. To me, it wasn't even about the joke, because come on now, you know what I'm saying? Even celebrities, when Jada first cut her hair, even celebrities that was at that Oscar laughed and shared the meme of Jada without hair. I would have been trying to slap everybody that made jokes when I seen them, right? So for you to do it to Chris Rock, again, it was like a pussy ass move, and you were just mad because you didn't even see that your wife was done fucking laughing 10 minutes ago when Regina Hall just said something about this fucking entanglement. Y'all was just laughing when Chris Rock just said a joke. Literally 30 seconds before he said the joke about y'all, he was talking about another married couple that was white, and everybody fucking laughed. So for you to do that, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of shaky. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's that boiling point, bro. I think that it could have been any particular thing. It could have been on a smaller scale. You know what I mean?
So you think it was real?
I think, to me, it feels like a facade because I know some of the backdrop of the shit. But if it is real, I can understand being at a breaking point. You like, fuck this, and you know what I mean?
Right.
At the breaking point, it could be any fucking thing. You just exhausted mentally. Then when you snap back into reality, you like, oh fuck, I just did that shit.
Right. I get that. If it's not scripted,
it's not scripted.
But I still say he's stupid as hell.
We are in,
nigga, all this money.
Bro, we at the Oscars. Bro.
It was at the Oscars.
We ain't at no college party.
Actors.
We not on the block. We not in Philly, nigga.
Yeah.
And then
we at the Oscars. Conduct yourself as such.
Yeah.
And even if you a black man, you a black man. So if it's not script, you know you just made you and me look different. We done. If we had any chance, we done.
Hey, if it's up there and it's stuck there because Tony Rock,
Chris Rock made us look even more stupider because he ain't swing back.
Hey, Tony Rock, brother, that nigga want all the smoke. Want all the smoke. Like, and it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people on social media like Tony Rock ain't got nothing to do with it. But was y'all saying this shit? When Danny Lee,
you know who Tony Rock is, boy.
But look though, was they saying this shit when Tony Rock? Was they saying this shit with Danny Lee when Danny Lee brother said that shit and was protecting his sister, and they got into it. They weren't saying the thing because everybody hate the baby, so they weren't saying the thing. But now y'all want to say Chris Rock, y'all want to say Tony Rock.
Bro, that's different. That's different. I am a DaBaby fan. Look, I fucks with DaBaby, but DaBaby was bogus, bro. You don't put your baby out, bro. That's a no.
Nah. I ain't talking about that situation. I'm talking about as far as like the brother getting involved and everybody cheering him on for the brother getting involved.
He was supposed to get involved, even though he got his ass whooped, but he was supposed to get involved.
Cause like I think I said this plenty of times up on the podcast. I try so hard not to get involved into like my brother or like my sister shit, like they baby did shit, because guess what? It's like every time I'm gonna have to fight them, right? So if every time I gotta fight them and then you go right back to them, what the fuck am I fighting them for?
But wait. So I agree. Like I got a sister who her got toxic. Y'all could be beating each other ass out there. I'd be like, damn, they swinging in this.
And you be wanting to jump in and shit, but you like if I hit this nigga.
But what happened if
this nigga?
Look, here go me.
Wait, what if that was the first time she got
anybody want some treats?
Y'all need to chill. Take one of
y'all need to calm down. Eat one.
Hey, y'all need some candy at JV treats. All right, this thing.
What if that was the first time she's ever been involved in a situation like that, and a nigga treated her like that? And you know what I mean? Maybe, but she don't strike me as type female that just involves toxic motherfuckers in her life. So what was that first time? He like, hell no, you're not finna do my sister. Like, she don't deserve no shit like that. And in his mind, that's the first thing that went to his mind. I gotta protect her. She ain't never been involved in no shit like that. You gonna put my motherfucking nephew or niece outside, nigga? Like, come on, bro. Know what I mean? You know, maybe she ain't never been involved in no shit like that. He felt the need to protect her. I ain't mad at him if it's the right thing, because I got a sister, once again, I don't get involved with this shit, because she'll be mad at me the next day because I done whooped up baby.
Feel me? Or she'll go right back to him the next day. You just be like,
I'm like, fuck, I do this for him. Not me and his relationship bad.
You feel me? And so like we gonna get back to, you know, the PTSD, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I got PTSD just from like my family not supporting me. When I was in high school, I got jumped on. I got my jaw still fractured right now. You feel me? I ain't got no gums on the bottom, so I got PTSD every time I'm in that area. You know, walking. You know, when I'm walking to and shit like that. So I got like PTSD on like that level. And then I got some more PTSD, which is for another episode about the rape shit. So I'm gonna talk more about it in like 2 more weeks, I think. But it's this some factors, phases of PTSD. It's the denial phase, anxiety, confusion, panic, nightmares, feelings of hopelessness and despair, guilt, especially if they were the sole survivor, or extreme sadness, right? So
I deal with that shit so much.
When you froze again, Zoto?
I deal with that guilt. Out of everything he just named, I deal with the nightmares, feelings of helpless and despair, extreme sadness and guilt. Like I got real high highs and real low lows. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's never no in between. I'm either happy as fuck or sad as fuck.
And I don't sleep, bro. Like my biggest thing, I have to be extremely exhausted before I can go to sleep. I can't just turn the lights off and go to sleep. I gotta be exhausted before I can close my eyes. And it might be 7 o'clock in the morning. So what you got going on over there, my boy?
hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We see you. You just got a fuzzy background.
I bet. Nah, that's because I gotta change that shit in the settings. Y'all can keep talking though.
But yeah. So yeah, like the despair, like said, that shit serious. You be super high or you super low. There's really no in between.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I cannot sleep.
Nightmares, cold sweats.
I know the crazy thing, bro. Like I can literally, like when everybody sleep, and there's some shit I don't share with nobody. But when I'm like everybody sleep, I can be sitting up watching TV and my wife can be knocked out. I feel alone like a motherfucker. Even though there's people around me,
Right.
I feel alone. Like ain't nobody here. Like
I know what you mean.
I can't explain it. I feel fucking alone.
Hey, that's how when my sister and them sleep and I got that insomnia shit, like people be up in the house, but I be sad to the motherfucker. Like I be like, ain't nobody here with me, cause
I'm by myself.
Like it just feel like I'm by myself because I don't think that they go through mental health shit. So I don't think nobody that doesn't go through mental health, they can't understand what we go through. So if we try to explain something to them like that, you know what I'm saying, they'll take it personal and try to eliminate themselves for us instead of trying to actually like try to see like what's going wrong and shit, man. And I don't know, man. When I be up to like about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I be working my ass off. Like I be coming up with like different ideas because like I can't fucking go to sleep. Like my sister will probably wake up and be like, "Nigga, you still woke?" Yeah, shit. How these thoughts going through your motherfucking head and see, like, see if you'll still be woke. You feel me? So, see this shit, man. All right. So, say, what PTSD symptoms do you experience the most? Anger and irritability, memory loss, nightmares, self-isolation, negative thoughts, and intrusive thoughts. So, what PTSD symptoms do y'all experience the most? You gonna start with JV?
Put it back. Wait, put it back up real quick.
I got already.
The first one for sure. That's
Anger, irritability,
nightmares, and self-isolation and negative thoughts.
Dirty Eagle.
Definitely anger and irritability. Memory loss. I had memory loss when I got hit by the car. I had some shit I do not remember at all. I don't have too many nightmares because I don't sleep often. I go to bed 6, 7 in the morning. I'm up at 9, 10. So I don't give myself the proper time to even get to the point where I can get into that deep realm of sleep where I can have a nightmare. Self-isolation, absolutely. I don't really want to be around no motherfucking body. And negative thoughts, absolutely. You got to be able to talk yourself out of that, or put your like when the kids come and they smile and they grab on you. That's one of the best forms of self-medicate. Like when they come and they bring that happiness around you, it really helps to fight through that shit. Because man, if I was alone, this motherfucker, it'd be some damage.
Like it's times where shit, my nephew up in this motherfucker, and he probably knocking on the door, and I don't want to answer for him, man, because it's like I don't want to. I be going through so much that I feel like that if I open the door, like I'm gonna say something, I'm like, you know, turn him around and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then like when I'm out of it, hey nephew, come here, come here, gang, come give me a hug, because I ain't got kids. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really do shit, but I can call y'all too. But you motherfuckers got kids too, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? I can't really do shit. My nieces and my nephews is like my heart like a motherfucker. Like throughout the day, don't nobody tell my nephew to say this shit. Like I just be talking to him, and he'll be like, "Uncle, you're my heart. Mommy's my heart. My daddy's my heart. You three are my best friends." And I just be like, man, like that shit is like a different type of feeling because like, and he only 3. So imagine like at the age of 3, you saying this to motherfuckers that's like that you genuinely like be around and shit, man. So like that self-isolation shit, man, I try to do that as much as possible because like I don't be wanting to erupt on the motherfucker. Like cause it be days where I do like this promotion shit. Like a lot of people think this promotion shit be easy, but like on a time like yesterday, like Sunday, we ain't have no artists, you know what I'm saying? So we had to cancel. Shit, the Friday before that, only 2 or 3 artists showed up. So like, not only like 1 artist showed up, so it was only like 3 people in the building. So it's like this shit just be stressful than a motherfucker. And I feel like that I don't really be performing at my best because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but for some reason I can't do it. And they got a lot to do with this mental health shit, man. So like that's why I'm glad that I booked April up with this mental health podcast shit, man. Cause now I got some shit to do on Mondays now before Heat Check. You know what I'm saying? Heat Check starting in 30 more minutes, so make sure y'all go check out Heat Check. You know what I'm saying? My boy Ren and K Season, man. Heat Check, we heating up.
Heat check.
I might throw another song. I'm like the king of Heat Check, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You ain't really, you know what I'm saying. You ain't
I've been on it because I'm waiting till this new album's finalized. It's whoop.
Yeah, when that album drop, you gotta go. You gotta drop.
Whew. I mean, I think what I did.
I'm gonna drop a retirement album too, man.
Do it, bro.
Retirement album.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's called The End.
All right, so let's.
I love the motherfucking time. And if you need a feature,
got you, man. I heard a lot about you, man. I've been in tune with you since the battle with Fox.
oh, Foxy Montana.
Boy, I seen y'all go blow for blow, man.
Foxy boy.
Foxy, that's my little homie.
Y'all did y'all thing, man.
Foxy boy, bud. Hey, so honestly, did you watch the battle?
Yeah, I watched the battle.
What was the score for you?
I'm gonna be honest. Man. I'm gonna have to say it was a tie, man.
That's a different take.
I'm gonna have to say it was a tie, only because I feel like that last round was fluky on both parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the last round they ain't give it what I thought they were gonna give it. So I can't really judge the last round, but the first two they did their thing. So I wasn't no judge, but if I was, I would have made them do like a draw round, so they would have had to do another round, bro. Because
Foxy.
No, I know Fox. I don't know Dirty, but I'm going off lyrics. I couldn't.
You know what Foxy fucked up at? I'm gonna tell you what fucked up at.
Y'all was both doing y'all thing, bro. So I can't really say.
I'm gonna tell you what Foxy fucked up at in the verses. Leading up to the verses, the marking I did on the verses, it was just It was amazing. Impeccable.
That's how I felt about you, bro. I didn't know who you was.
I'm talking about, bro.
That's on the trolling side,
bro. Look, and the niggas
killed me.
The niggas that's doing all their marketing now, they got it from what I did, which is it makes me feel good. I'm like, okay,
hey, you
stepsons
on the trolling side.
But this is where Foxy.
You had me on your page like this. I'm like, who the fuck is Dirty?
On his ass. But see, this is where Foxy fucked up at. Foxy, he got so wrapped up emotionally about the marketing and getting to the verses that he forgot. There was
my boy though, he be doing his thing. I'm my boy.
But there was rules to every round.
Yeah.
And that's what he was fucking up at. He was so emotional about everything that he was gonna do that he forgot there's a concept for this round. This is what the round is for. And he's not producing that. He's in my face. He's being aggressive. He's doing his thing.
But nobody won, right? It was for the culture. I heard.
For the culture.
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah.
For the culture. Right.
But we still had, people.
If I would take a step back,
checkers.
I'm not in it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm really a judge for it. And I'm like, okay, this round is for this. This round is for this. I'm a judge on that particular round, and that's where he was fucking up at. I just got in his head. You know what I'm saying? Before the fight ever started, before you threw the first punch.
But
come up already.
I became a fan of it because like I only heard like 1 or 2 songs from Fox Montana. Like, but when I listened to his discography and shit throughout the verses, I'm like, yeah, nigga, you did your shit. Like, but besides the shortness, man, you did your shit up on this. Like, you talking your shit up on this.
He did his shit.
Because I even got him. Look,
I mean, can't neither one of them niggas stand around in the ring with Deuce, but
hey. Potential verses, you heard it here first.
You know what I'm saying?
Potential verses, you heard it here first.
Big Deuce,
potential verses. Hey, y'all hear this? Potential verses, you heard it here first.
Hey, Dirty Eagle, bring me out of retirement, man. Bring me out of retirement, man.
Hey, so this how we gonna bring you out of retirement, man. We gotta talk about Candyman by JV Treats, man. Like, tell it. Hold on, real quick. I gotta put that's the Instagram, so make sure y'all go follow it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all go follow, man.
You know what I'm saying? I had that motherfucker back. Sorry, Dirty Eagle, for cutting you off, but
we got shoes too. That's my latest drop right there.
Gummy bears,
everything, man, everything.
You feel me? So like, y'all gotta tell the people how they can find you, how they can shop with you, man, what they can do. Cause listen.
Oh, go to the website. The website is www.candymantreatsbyjv.com. Again, that's www.candymantreatsbyjv.com. Also on all social media, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Candyman Treats by JV. On all social media, even Facebook, Candyman Treats by JV. Hey, you can also contact us at 312-586-0699. I also web design. I make websites, logos. I do it all. One-stop shop.
Hey, so Dirty Eagle. So I gave my boy JV our sauce. For for the shit that we, you know, for the website shit and not the website, but for the, you know, the cover art and shit.
Oh, I ain't even go on there. I'll show you. I'm gonna go.
So
go on there.
I gave him the sauce. You feel me? So like, we gotta support black owned businesses, man. Like anything to help my brother. Like I met this nigga JV through a bug. You know what I'm saying?
Long time ago.
And a Red Diamond Day.
2015, 2016.
Yeah, 2016. That nigga did one performance with us. But that's like, even though like we ain't been hanging out and shit, like that's always that always been my nigga, man. Like this nigga is one of the most thoroughest niggas.
That was my first show too, boy. We hit I rocked in that bitch with 20. We walked in that bitch like 20, 30 sword.
I was 20, 30 sword. I was proud of you, man. Like
we was deep, weren't we?
Yeah, niggas, that was deep. So we gonna take a look, 30-second look, you know, commercial break, you know, just to, you know, do whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna come back in. You know, I think we got probably got another 40 minutes left. Shit, I don't care. We finna talk our ass out because we still got more to talk about with the PTSD and the grief shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can catch us back in 30 seconds. All right. Yo, what's good, everybody? You are now back with your famous turned up host Zoto on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, episode 2, season 2, of course, with my co-host, Kaka, and we got my boy JV, Mr. Candyman Back Treats. We were just talking about PTSD, the risk factors and everything of PTSD, man, and how they both deal with it. You know, both of them got something in common. They both were shot. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are artists. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have supportive wives that's been through them, you know what I'm saying, that's been through the struggles with them and shit, man. So we just up on this motherfucker vibing, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about grief, right? Because you said that you done lost 3 or 4 people in this
in an 8-day radius.
An 8-day radius, right? So like a lot of people don't understand how impactful that can be on your mental health, because, you know, I think they said in the Bible or some shit that death come in threes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you would probably think that, and you don't know if it's from like natural causes or like anything like that, man. But like death is all the way around us, especially in our communities. We turn on the news, somebody getting killed. We go on Facebook, somebody getting killed, right? So I just want to talk about grief and bereavement, man. How do you grieve? Like, how have you been able to grieve with all the losses that you just experienced through this March, or even if you are able to grieve with it?
You took the words right out of my mouth, bro. I don't. There is no time to grieve. It's so much back to back death for me, bro. Right after I'm burying this person, I'm burying another person, and I could sit down and walk you through it, but it'll take a minute, and I really don't even want to put myself through all that, really. But there is not a 14-day. Well, I'm gonna even be lenient and say 30. It does not go 30 days without me getting a phone call. A family, close loved one, or friend has died, and that's traumatic to the mind, body, and soul itself. Not including everything else I still got going on. I still got shit going on that ain't been solved yet. Shit that we ain't dealt with. My dad had a situation a few months ago while I was in Atlanta. Some niggas got down on him, and I don't want to get too much detail, but they got down on him, and they got down on him so bad to the point where they popped his eye out his head. Now he got a glass eye. You know what I'm saying? So it's constant shit going on that I don't need. You know, I ain't the social media type, so I ain't finna get on there and be like, "Oh man, my motherfucker popped my daddy in there." Yeah. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into that. And I walk around with the smiling face, Candyman Treats, that JV. You know what I'm saying? But you will never know. Like, it's real shit going on, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't get to grieve, bro. That's another reason why I stay so high, because I'm such of an empath that I've been a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Then been a trick myself off the streets. I got too much to lose. I got 3 girls, 1 boy. I have my wife. You know what I'm saying? My wife 46 years old, so I don't really let her.
What do you want?
Go out and you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the man. I'm supposed to. She too old in age to have to go work for shit. I feel like if you're gonna have to work, baby, work from home. You feel me? Get you a home job. I go out here and bring all the bacon home. I got you. At this point, I got to lose. What's up, little man?
This my boy.
I got
What's up?
What's your name?
My name JV. What's yours?
What?
JV. What's yours?
I don't know.
What's your name, bro?
I don't know.
That's JV right there. That's Dirty Eagle.
You want to meet, baby? You want to meet all the other?
What's his name?
Come on.
Tell him your name because you finna get out in a few
This
minutes.
is baby JV.
Say what's up, baby JV.
Hey.
Come on.
You know you finna.
Son.
This is baby Anna.
Say what's up.
Next. Come on.
And you know you finna get out, right?
What is it?
You know you finna get out. Right?
I'm gonna get a popsicle.
This
Okay, I'll give you one in a few
this
minutes.
Jabaya.
Say what's up.
What's up, boy?
Oh, there's one more. Hold on.
There's one more.
Lay down.
What's up, boy?
You better bring your butt in here.
Come here, Bubba.
What's up, boy?
You say, what's up, boy? You don't hear him?
I think he's talking to baby JV.
This is cute.
Right.
Look at her, Casey.
Yeah.
Casey.
Bye. My butt.
Sleepy.
Okay,
Then my butt.
I get you a freeze pop in the free second. Say bye bye. Look, they're gonna look at the baby. Tell me something to the baby. Okay, get out. Bye bye. I give you a freeze pop in the free second.
How old is she, bro?
Okay, I give you a pop second.
10.
She big as
I thought she
hell.
was babysitting age.
My old is 9. You see how little she is?
Bro, she's 5 feet tall. I'm like, how? I'm 5'11".
I think she's babysitting age.
Yeah, man. So that's my nephew, man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
no, hey, real quick, JV. So, all right, bye, baby. Dodo is on punishment from being around my daughter. So the reason why Zoto is on punishment for being around my daughter is because one day we bringing him home from the club in Maryville at Joe's. We all riding, and then so this is a little artist named King Youngin. Young artist doing this shit.
I heard with the dreads.
The views of Dirty Eagle on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast. It's not that of
this better make the show. So we say we riding home, enjoying the ride back, and my daughter is there. You know what I mean? So this man says
this was a setup
that I need to make sure that I let King Youngin drip his pretzel in my daughter's cheese.
Nah, you gotta hold on, you gotta put the video up because you twisted the words. Yeah. Hold on, let me find this video. You twisted the words. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You twisted the word. You was drunk.
Yeah, man, you know
hey, bring up that video. Bring up that video.
Hey, I'm saying you put your do-rag on. You put your do-rag on. I ain't see you do no brushing, cuz.
No.
I don't need no brushing. I did the brushing before. I just got to put my do-rag on. I'm good.
Just put it on.
I'm good. I brushed before. I'm supposed to put my do-rag on before the broadcast. But this man, Dirty Eagle, is a big fat liar. Hey, we had Dirty Eagle flirting with, you know what? Dirty Eagle. For the culture, right?
For the culture.
All right, we're going on a commercial break.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, you back with your favorite most turned up host, Zoto, man. Right here on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, episode 2, season 2, with my co-host,
Mr. Anti-President.
and of course, my boy, Mr. Candy Man Trees himself, JV, man. All right, so
hey, y'all better know too that I still got them one-hitter quitters, boy. Still got them one.
Hey, yeah. So like a year or two after, you know what I'm saying, your first performance, I seen the one-hitter quitter video where you was walking across the street and a nigga was rough. I say, hey, I know how to fight, but I ain't getting on my boy JV bad sad because
hey, Mr. 200K views in 24 hours himself. I'm back, baby.
Hey, we've been referencing Kevin Hart a lot up on here. You remember when Kevin Hart said, if I seen the way he just did you, what makes you think enough for the jump in to help you? Like he can't do the same thing to me. That's how I felt watching that shit. I was like, yeah, I can't get on my boy bad sad because this ain't. Nah, I ain't doing that. All right. Like,
now you know I fucks with you, folks. If we got into it, I wouldn't even fight you, folks.
Hey.
I'll just walk off, G. I'll walk off, folks.
This shit right here, nigga. This shit. So we're gonna get back to bereavement, right? A lot of people, and I'm still saying this now. A lot of people like to rush the way that you grieve.
Hey,
Hold up.
I'll come out the kids, folks. They bad ass.
You good?
Yeah, we good. So,
so the motherfucking, not the motherfucking. It's a lot of people that's out here that like to. It's a lot of people out here that like to rush the time process that you take to grieve. A lot of people not want to be there for you and want to say, oh, your mom died a year ago, your uncle died 2 days ago, your daughter died 5 years ago, you should be over it, right? But a lot of people don't understand that it'll take, like, something happened to me in 2015 that traumatized my whole life. I'm still not over that shit. I just found ways to cope with it. So, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with bereavement and shit, that's just how bereavement goes. I don't care if it'll take 1 day, 2 days, 5 years, 10 years. Hell, I probably never get over this grieving, but like you can't rush the grieving. You can't rush the grieving process. Like you can't rush the grieving process, right? Hold on, what if that nigga dirty ego? So you can't rush the grieving process, man. Like it's no way. And if you can't be that, hey. Hey, and this my brush right here. So like
you know, bro, I got $50 brushes, boy. I don't play.
Nigga, what? Nigga, this is a motherfucking $35 brush, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. $50 brushes, boy.
What brand is that?
Torino, you know.
Look, hey, and I got this shit set up perfectly. Like I got the whole. This how you know the shit. Shout out to my people from the Wave Essentials, man. I'm a brand ambassador for them, man. This is a whole package. It includes.
I'm saying, what you trying to do? A wave check? Hey, put that light on my head.
So what you trying to do? A
wave check, for? Hold on.
It includes. Hold on.
A wave check, bro?
Damn, hold on. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Them bitches spinning, ain't? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Look, we got the olive oil hair sheen.
Oh, put me on.
We got that.
I'm trying to buy some. Put me on.
We got the enhancing oil.
He's still talking.
He's trying to tell you.
It's all natural.
It came with the brush. Yep. It came with the silky do-rag.
I hate when people do that. I'm trying to shop. You don't even want to tell me how to get it.
Yeah, nigga. Look, it come with the brush. Look, I got the brush just like you.
It's like this.
Look, see it?
Is it like this?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Do it like this.
Hold on, let me take it out the package. Look, it got the crown brush.
Let me see the crown. Oh, we got the crown. How much for that whole box?
I think it was like 60.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Anniversary gift.
Motherfucker.
I want the money.
See, this the soft one. This the hard one. But yeah, the Wave Essentials. They on Instagram. Go to the Wave Essentials.com.
They don't need no more brand ambassadors.
I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit
that's
my
why I
boy.
said plug me on that. I want to be
Yeah.
a brand about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit my boy up, man. Yeah, I've been a brand ambassador and Top Wave was for like a year and a half now. So I get products and shit here and there, man. But it's hot as fuck up in here. So yeah, man. So with the bereavement shit, man, it takes a long time for somebody to get over, especially when it's somebody that they close to.
Facts.
It takes a minute for them to now. If it's somebody that like you went to high school with and y'all weren't really kicking it like that, you probably be like, damn, buddy gone. But it ain't never an extensive, it ain't an extensive grief process that you need with them because you ain't really kick it with them like that. They ain't really close knitted with you like that. So you feel some type of way, but it really don't affect your way of being as much as somebody that's like close to you. You know what I'm saying? So while we out here, and I think drinking and weed sometimes is a cop out. A lot of people use it for a cop out to deal with their mental health, but like you said, like you don't use it as a cop out to your mental health because it actually helps you. You know what I'm saying? It actually helps you deal with your mental health. But it's a lot of people out here that abuse drugs and alcohol because of the reason of that they're going through a lot of mental health. A lot of that shit, it temporarily takes away that pain that you feeling for that moment because when you off the drugs, like you said, you will probably flip out or something like that. So it's like, I gotta stay high.
Yeah.
I think it was a song by somebody that said, I gotta stay high all the time. Off my mind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I forgot what song that is, but it's a song like that. And it's like, I can relate to that shit because it's like, you just, for the temporary feel like you'll probably be good off of your favorite drink of weed or some shit and you don't want to spaz out on nobody. So I'm just gonna smoke my weed. Or even if something happened to me at work, I used to buy a Black and Mild and go outside and smoke that Black and Mild to calm my nerves down because if I ain't smoked this Black and Mild, I would have got fired on that day.
Somebody right.
I would have got fired. So we gotta be mindful of people that just have that lost somebody because you don't really know what that person going through, what that person mindset is, how that person gonna react to you doing it. You probably be the next victim on legal firm.
You know what? And working out too. That's another way that
working out.
I do that, and that helps a lot, bro.
I heard that.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm mad at the world a lot of times, and after I smoke my blunt, Monday through Friday, I'm doing my workout, and it just makes me feel so much better when I get done. Like on the days where I'm tired because I don't get enough sleep, and I be mad, I can't work out. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really love to do my workout because it's like
mad as hell.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism for me. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't do light workouts. Like I go at it.
You go hard.
It's all calisthenics. So you know what I'm saying? Ain't any trainer tell you there's no better workout than self. Of course, you got your machinery and your dumbbells and all that good shit, but self workout is the best workout. I'm talking 400 sit-ups a day, 200 push-ups, 200 jumping jacks. You get what I'm saying? I'm faithfully like only way you catch me not doing that is if, like I say, the body tired. Like I just got off the road yesterday after the funeral. I went to the funeral yesterday, then I on the road, went to Michigan, did an Amazon drop off and came back. I got back at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm exhausted. Remember you said 6 o'clock, it was like 6 a.m.
Hey, we got a joke about that. So
I swear to God,
this nigga thought I meant 6 o'clock a.m., bro.
I can't make it up.
That nigga called me and was like, I thought you said 6 o'clock this morning.
I was gonna go to sleep. I was gonna go to bed. And then
the niggas go to sleep.
I was finna go to bed.
You know, the nigga thought I said 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And you know that's the time I go to sleep.
Right.
Look, Dirty, you got kids. Tell them that's the time we getting up, getting ready, getting the household ready.
That's the time we getting up to get the household ready. And
hell yeah.
Man, that's on the non-drunken night for Dirty Eagle because I called this nigga at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, he got kids. He got kids on a drunken night. He's still getting up at 6. Got to get the
that nigga be dead to the world, Craig. To the world.
It depends on what time. Like if I go to sleep at 7, then it's 7. I might stay up to noon and then go to sleep. It'd be crazy.
So PTSD, man. We already talked about the definition. About 8 million Americans have PTSD during a given year. Women are most likely to develop it with a lifetime ratio of 1 in 10. For men, it's 1 in 25. Some symptoms may include nightmares or unwanted memories of the trauma. We already talked about that. So it's a PTSD also have you talk about negative thoughts about self in the world, right? Say people who have been through trauma see the world differently. They may feel bad, hopeless, and live with a foreshortened future and ability to visualize future milestones or old age, right? It's also common for them to see themselves in a bad light. One of the 17 symptoms of PTSD is a negative perception of the self and the world at large. Clients in the therapy seeks to build a person's self-esteem after a traumatic incident, reassuring them that they are worthy of success and healing. So are both of y'all guilty of having negative thoughts about yourself in the world after the traumatizing things that happened to y'all, you know what I'm saying, throughout y'all life that y'all been living?
Yeah. As much as it shames me to say, when after I got shot, it was a couple of times where I thought, in the words of Tupac, yeah, what'd he say?
You brought the reference up and said, what'd he say?
Yeah. Y'all know what he said. I don't want to promote hurting yourself. That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Yes, to answer your question, yes, I have had those type of thoughts. For those who are watching and will be watching, I don't condone that. That's weak to me. That's the easy way out. I feel like if you are dealing with something mental, it's fucking with you, find your best outlet. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care what you got to do to cope with it. Find your coping method. And you stay in your lane because it will get better. I am a prime example of that. I was a vegetable, told I wouldn't walk again, eating through a fucking straw. So if I could do it, anybody can. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm able today. I'm able to dance, do the 2-step. I'm able to do anything the doctor told me I couldn't do.
That you couldn't do.
Yeah. So.
What about you, Dirty?
I know my biggest thing is more than anything, bro, to be 100% honest with you. I have a tendency to
money when you need something.
For me to just get rid of somebody out of my life.
You said you had a tendency to do what?
Find the quickest way possible to just shut people out of my life. So the moment I feel a bad energy, because being shot by somebody that you find so close to you, it just kind of always has you on guard that somebody close to you is going to try to hurt you. Mm-hmm. So to safeguard myself, I push people out real quick. I mean, and I don't be giving a fuck. I'm like, whatever, bye. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy, but I think that's like my biggest way of safeguard
your mental health.
Yeah, to protect my mental health is by just having the attitude like, if you fuck up, I'm done with you, man. I don't care if it's a family man, it could be my mom.
For sure.
I'm just
Hey, 2 times on that notion.
You hear me, bro?
Hey, we all gotta for the culture on that.
It's crazy you said that because my grandma, I'm so glad you just said that, Dirty, because I just had some more added trauma. So my grandmother, what was like 3 months ago, babe? 3-4 months ago? Like 3-4 months ago. This recent. My grandmother, bro. And I'm so glad I got the opportunity to let the world hear this because I've been holding this in and the only people been hearing it is my house and my neighbors. That's about it. And I know they tired of hearing me. I call her my mama, first off. So just to let you know the pedestal that this woman was on.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm a daddy's boy. I didn't have my mom. She was too busy in the street doing whatever it is she was doing. I didn't grow up with my mom. So my grandmother got the title of mom. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, you good.
Good. Okay. She stole $3,000 from my children, bro. And it just hurt. It hurt so much, bro. I think it only hurt because of the thoughts that was going through my head for my grandma, dog. And that's like my mama, but I wanted, You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like I was trying to talk to my wife about it, and you see how I didn't even have to say it, but y'all understood exactly what the fuck I meant.
Yeah.
Cook for my babies. That's a no. I don't, like you said, Dirty. I don't care who you are.
I don't care.
Certain shit I just can't. And maybe it can be. Maybe it's because of the PTSD. I don't know, but I want. And my wife was like, "Nah, baby, you can't think like that." And I said, "You just don't understand."
I don't understand.
You can hear it in my voice as I'm talking about it. Like that
shit.
That shit hurt so fucking much, bro. Cause it wasn't even about the money, bro. It was the principle.
It was the principle.
The principle, yeah.
How could you, out of all people, how could you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And you can tell that hurt because, like you said, like on the pedestal of like your mom.
That's
like,
my mama, folks.
Just like
that's my mama. She did everything my mama couldn't and wouldn't and didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit. Cause like I said, I ain't had my daddy was my mama. For real. My daddy did everything he had to do for me coming up. But he went away when I was 16. The most important time that a young man needs his father, his teenage years. He went away when I was 16, folks. I ain't see him again until I was 22, like 21 or 22. You know what I'm saying? And I had to deal with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't doing shit. So my grandma took place.
Grandma did.
For her to steal from me was like, damn, bro. So that means everything that motherfuckers was telling me as a kid was true. Everything my daddy was trying to warn me about as a child was true. You know, you could have grabbed, because I want some raw cones, you could have grabbed some money out the stash. You grabbed the $5. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man. And like I say, this just recently happened. So it's fresh. And I ain't talked about, ain't nobody heard about this, dog, but my wife and of course my kids, because I keep it 100 with my kids. I don't sugarcoat shit. I tell them about Christmas and Easter and everything. I tell them all this shit. So I told them once their grandma stole the money from them, I told them. So ain't nobody heard this outside of the four walls that we stay in. You feel me? And I feel like sometimes that be the problem too with dealing with mental illness. We be keeping so much pent up shit because it's this image of, oh, men supposed to be tough. Men can't cry. Men supposed to be this. Men, men this, that, and the third. Like, when it be real life pain fucking with a motherfucker, like, bitch, you stole from my kids. I can never look at you the same. I can never rekindle that relationship. We can never be grandma and grandson ever again. I never even disrespected her to the form where I call her bitch, but that's how you made me feel.
That's how you made me feel.
And you ain't gonna tell. I hate when people tell you, like you said, I hate when people tell you how to feel and how to grieve. And that's my way of grieving. It's either that or the other option. And I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Are you trying to stay away from the other option?
Boy, every time I think about it, the thought just re-enter my brain. Because
it's like two principles. It's like the principle that you stole the money, and then the principle that not only that you stole the money from my kids, though.
You feel me?
Like
I'd rather you would have just stole it from me as opposed to the babies.
It would have been less hurt.
Yeah, less hurt. I wouldn't even gave a fuck.
I like, but you talking about, like, I felt the shit, like the shit. I feel the shit like right here, just like you talking about that shit and how much it means to you. And like, that's why we got this platform, because like we had a lot of people like either comment on the videos or like hit our inbox and be like, yo, you know, us watching y'all podcast just we made them tell them their story. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people coming out inbox and be like, man, like, you don't even know how much watching this episode just made me like, I want to interview on y'all shit, not just because it's y'all, but because like it's so much shit that men go through in this environment, and it's not even a platform that's out there where we got like podcasts like the Wallow and Gilly podcast, the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. We got, you know, the Charlemagne podcast. We got all these other podcasts out there, but I don't think it's no black men podcast that's up on mental health. So the fact that we got this platform, we doing it for y'all. Like we doing it for ourselves because it's therapy for us, but we doing it for y'all to like open up. And I see another side of you that I never seen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I seen it the other day when you called me. You know what I'm saying, and said what you said to me, man. That I really felt that shit because it's a lot of men that feel like that, man. And I even reach out to Dirty Eagle, and I even got Dirty Eagle to be like, man, bro, I love you, dog. Like, I know you ain't going. I know you going through this rough time, man. Like, cause I was on Dirty Eagle ass about promoting the shows, but I know also that he was going through a lot of deaths and shit in his family. So it's like, what type of man would I be to try to tell him to work while he grieving? You know what I'm saying? So like, kudos to you for coming on the show and doing that, man, because the shit is hard, especially with social media. You got social media around and people are like, oh, man, you a bitch, your woman to use it against you, but your woman never used it against you because she was through the struggles with you are the reason why you're going through this mental health, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man, for coming up on here being vocal, man, and, you know what I'm saying, being vulnerable.
No, I appreciate y'all, bro. People need to know that this is healthy. A few years ago, I was one of the ones that laughed at niggas like that too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a process. And in due time, people will all get to where they need to be. But I definitely want to be one of the spokesmen to encourage for not just PTSD, but any mental illness, just to let people know that this is a form of medicine. This is a form of release. This is a form of integrity. Whatever it is you think you can't do, you can. Just don't think that this mental illness is going to stop you, because I honestly use it as motivation each and every day. Even with my company, Candyman Treats, I started this from some shit. People don't even know. Like, my whole company was started off the wrong idea. You know, I don't know if you remember, Zoe, I was on house arrest for the gun case.
Yeah.
Right after I got off house arrest, I went to LA, piped the plug. He piped me down. I'm talking about piped me down with all the pee.
All the good shit.
I come back to LA. I come back to Chicago from LA. I got all these bowls. I bust them down. It's trash. So now I got 10 bowls to do the. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Candyman Treats was born through that. You get what I'm saying? It just goes to show you how something leading in the wrong direction or something traumatic, because of what you may not see the trauma, but that coming back with the bowls that was trash was a traumatic event for me. Reason being why? Because I still have to pay the piper. You feel me? And I went through all type of shit that I really can't disclose on your platform because I got all this fucking weed, and dude still want his money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and this was born. And without that traumatic event, and I turned that negative into a positive. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to get a couple of this and a couple of that, little bomb booms there and here, but throughout now I prevailed, and I just kept strong, and I kept telling myself, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Now, here it is, 2-3 years later, I'm actually prevailing more so the positive side, even while dealing with the post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, it gets overwhelming. Yeah, my anxiety may kick in sometime, or, you know, because I got the nerve thing, because I got nerve damage on my whole left side. So my hands may tend to shake. I could never be a heart surgeon. But I'm here, I'm surviving, I'm free. My kids don't want for nothing. And I ain't insane. That's my thing. As long as I'm sane, you ain't got to put me in one of these. I feel like we good.
You
I feel like anybody that's battling that same thing that we battling, we should let them know. Like, and that's why I love that y'all got this platform, because like you said, Zoe, there isn't one.
It ain't.
We gotta be the people to let the other people that's going through this, they going through it. Remember when we was going through it, hiding these motherfuckers and didn't want to tell nobody what. Now we letting them know it's okay.
Okay to not be okay.
Express how you feel. Let that shit be known. If you gotta cry, nigga, cry.
Facts.
So you saying thank me? Nah, bro. Thank you, bro. Because I got holes in the. I be punching holes in the wall, bro. All type of shit, bro. I be tripping, bro. I be tweaking out, bro.
Yeah.
Real.
Gee, I cried on my birthday dinner.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I ain't get no fuck either.
Nah,
It was just like just to like I knew it was gonna be. I knew the people that was gonna come out. You know what I'm saying, to support me for my birthday, right? I just knew all the
I ain't
people.
get no invite, but you know, I mean, it's
The previous years. Hey, look, that whole weekend, I was on this type of stuff. You seen on social media, like I don't like even, but I say this a lot, and this even with the events that I do on Fridays, like because I be having so much shit going on through my mind, mental health wise, that I'll be mentally replying back to people. So like I'll probably hit you up, and then you'll probably reply back, and I'll probably think that I replied back, and you'll have to remind me like, damn nigga, what was your answer? And
don't take that personal. I do that.
Yeah, it's like, don't take it personal. So like with my events, if you see me post, that's your invitation to come out. Mm-hmm. If you coming out, let me know. Be like, yo, bro, I'm finna come out, so I can put you on my list or something like that. Like I don't want to get you to the door, and then you be like, oh, I'm here because I'm gonna make your ass pay. Not you per se, but like people, period. Like I'm gonna make you pay because you didn't forewarn me that your ass was gonna come support me.
Right.
So with going back to the support shit, like I knew people were gonna come out to support me, but I didn't know that it was gonna be to that magnitude of a lot of people like coming out to fucking support me. So I had to think and I had to cry with it because I really felt that shit and I really felt the love that night. So I had to tell Dirty Eagle, I had to tell Ren, I had to tell Keisha, I had to tell Candace, I had to tell, you know what I'm saying, my family and shit, like, man, I really thank y'all for coming out. And I'm crying because these are tears of joy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't think that I would have made it through everything that I've been going through these past 4 or 5 years in this industry if it wasn't for the people that I surrounded myself around. And this wasn't even blood family. Like this was like family that I met inside the industry. So it's okay for your people that's blood not to support you. It's okay for them not to come out to events. It's okay for them not to share this link because guess what? You got a family inside this entertainment industry that's very cutthroat. Strangers will support you more than your own people. More than your own people, and it's okay.
I learned that with Candyman.
It's okay. Like trust me, like it's fucking okay. Like I would be so upset if Dirty Eagle didn't come to my birthday party.
Yeah, I already know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be so upset if, you know what I'm saying, this nigga JV ain't watch my motherfucking podcast. And I have to test this nigga. Nigga like, yeah, I like the podcast. I'm like, but did you tune into an episode of the podcast? And he kept it real.
What I do?
He kept it real. He watched it.
Because I had never watched Dirty. I kept it 100. I had never watched the show. Look. So he's saying he was right. He said, "Damn, G, how you gonna want to be on screen?" I said, "You know what?" But so see, here's the thing. He know that I really be busy, bro. Like, I really, you know what I'm saying? And what I do, I sat down and I watched the whole episode right then and there. Yeah. But you he
even said something.
Shake it.
He even said something up on the motherfucker.
And it's crazy you sent me that episode because I know bro personally.
Yeah. That's my little brother.
Yeah. That's your blood?
Nah, that blood. I know Shaky on a real personal level.
Yeah. I've been knowing him a couple of years.
And that was the last episode we did. That was the last episode of season 1 that we did about bereavement. And that's why I said that it was great that we got you up on here to talk about not only PTSD.
Hold on. I'm like, what the hell? Too. Oh, hey, Jadiana. That's you, babe. No. So
again, I want to get back to something that we were talking about earlier. The thing cut off, but I want to talk about the game. A video just popped up with Chris Rock finally speaking out about the slap. I'm gonna talk about that. Probably gonna talk about that the next show, or I'm gonna put it like on Instagram and shit on the episode. Okay, so Regina Hall, right? She said, she said that Space Jam 2 should have won the Oscar. She said Space Jam 2 should have won the Oscar for special effects for the they should have got nominated for the hairline that they gave LeBron during Space Jam. Yeah. Shit funny, right? So, but you already know we always gotta have one person that try to be extremely woke about every fucking thing. Everybody laughed at this shit. Everybody been talking about LeBron hairline for the past 10 years. And when everybody's saying that LeBron got the motherfucking fuchsia line, everybody talking it ain't have shit to do with you knowing about his mental health or anything like that. So this is what the game had to say. This is what the game had to say. He said it's one thing to be a beautiful black woman as accomplished as Regina Hall is and not be able to put your foot down when pre-reading a joke clearly written for her by who this, who that. But another thing to try and clown a truly family-oriented man of integrity, supreme character, and class on the stage where we are still not wanting to truly only get awarded when they feel they should throw the monkey a banana, as my late grandmother would put this. This is the same way they set Chris Rock up with pre-written content that I'm sure they knew would outrage Jaden and Will. Because it backed Will Smith to a corner where he acted on impulse and had to defend his wife and make a decision. So he basically saying like Regina Hall should never made that joke on the platform like that. Right. And this is where I gotta put the nigga in like the shade corner. You know, the shade corner is where we throw shade at any and everybody that says it or do stupid shit, right? Because now everybody want to try to act pro-black. Everybody want to be this black, but like 2 weeks ago, you were just going back and forth with 50 Cent, being petty and talking about him, this black family-oriented man and right. Shit like that. And now you hear a week later want to talk about this situation.
Yeah, because it's in. It's
clearly a joke. It's like it's in. So it's like I want to be on that hate train of Nicki Minaj. I want to be on the hate train of the baby. Now I'm for to try to get cool points and get back in good with the black people just by saying this, but nobody, because you don't really truly feel like that. You only just saying some shit to try to be fake woke. Like, nigga, you sleep right now. Like, stop trying to be woke. Like, we can't, like, it's like, can't nobody take jokes no more. So I can't joke about Dirty Eagle. Yeah. No more. I can't joke about my boy JV no more. These jokes that we've been talking to each other about for years. I can't do that no more. Social media is just so fucking sensitive. So that means that you can't even say shit about a person video because it's their motherfucking work. But now you want to sit up here and say this. Like, I hate when niggas try to revive their career off of some shit of the culture from that moment. Like, LeBron didn't even say a shit about the joke that Regina Hall said, right? And it was funny because the same people that's saying that Chris Rock deserved to be slapped was the same people that was laughing at Macy Gray during the All-Star Weekend when she was doing the national anthem. Y'all know she got a condition, but everybody was still laughing at it. Right. What is supposed to be about her? You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody want to be the double standard and do this double standard shit, and I'm sick of it. Like, this shit is irritating. This is why I hate social media. Social media does this a lot. Like, it's okay to do it to one person, but then the next person is just like, oh no, you can't do it to that person because they successful and they black. It's like, but you just did it with 50 Cent 2 weeks ago. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga got to get put in the shady corner because, like, nigga, fuck you. Like, you know, and then the only reason why I'm on Chris Rock's side again is because Will has hosted award shows and shit before, and he knows that the jokes that they say or whatever they say is on the prompt, that they did not write it.
Exactly.
So, you feel me? So that slap wasn't warranted. This shit that the game talking about ain't fucking warranted at all. You feel me? Because it's like, because you know, and then Chris Rock was your friend. Chris Rock is your friend.
Absolutely.
He's your friend. So even if he did know about the alopecia is not cancer, bitch. Like,
that's what I said. It's not like it's life threatening.
Like Lavelle, the comedian Lavelle said it. I don't know if y'all seen the video. He said the real reason why Will Smith was mad about the joke about Jada hair and not losing no hair. He said he should never been mad because it actually saved Will. He said Will Smith was mad because Will Smith was spending all the money on all them products for Jada. Going through her alopecia.
I mean, was he?
He said the bald head bitch. He said the bald head bitch got these motherfucking products, and that's the real reason why Will Smith went up there, because he spent all this money for her.
Nah, for real.
Like, the shit was funny, man. So we got 5 more minutes left, man. So the last thing about PTSD, man, to say, we've been talking about it, avoiding people, places, and things related to the event. Any reminder of a traumatic event can categorize a flashback. That's why many trauma sufferers become reclusive, avoiding people, places, and things related to what happened. While this may make sense on paper, this behavior can be actually problematic. Just trying not to think about it is a coping mechanism that can actually worsen one's symptoms over time. So us not trying to relive the situation over and over again, that's, you know what I'm saying, it helps us do that, because like we don't want to go through the shit. Oh, I got shot in my face. I got shot in my ass. I got shot by my brother. I got shot on Christmas. That shit very traumatic. So if we can stay away from people, places, and things that put us back into that mind space of that, we're gonna stay away from that shit as far as possible because we don't want to see the shit again, right? Mm-hmm. Risky behaviors. It said risky behaviors are common among those who have undergone trauma. Individuals with a high number of adverse childhood experiences, for example, are more likely to try substances at a younger age and to develop an addiction. Right? Comeback veterans fall into this category too. They have higher levels of addiction than the general population. Risky behaviors can include drug abuse, alcoholism, unsafe sex, high adrenaline activities, and behavioral addictions.
Damn.
Those who are coping with their trauma through compulsive comfort.
That's crazy.
To seek professional treatment as much as possible.
Can you repeat? I need you to repeat that because my wife's gonna walk in, and I know because, bro, I swear I've been trying to figure out why the fuck every time. Just repeat what you just said.
So we're gonna do 30-second commercial and then we're gonna come right back to it. All right. Hold up. So we can, get ready for the countdown. Let's go.
Even now, I'm getting dollars for my dreams now. I'm counting hella green now. Sleep on my head is dead, my dreams now. I've got no socks, sleep out, I rock. Brands you don't even know of. No opinions, nigga, show love. Sick of talking with the arm and putting noise, feeling something. You can worry about it while I put the money into something lucrative and let it grow. I can flip it and double my money goes. Repetition, we making the money grow.
They know who I fucking am. Boy, I been that fucking man. You know you getting that money when Uncle Sam need him a couple of grand. Man, I got a couple of plans. Started a label, created the brand. Cause these record labels be telling favors. They won't be fucking this man.
All right. Hey.
Eagle, before we talk about this, man, we got 3 minutes left. Talk about this for like 30 seconds real quick. What's this, man, that we just heard, man?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
Talk about this. Talk about 30 seconds. Let's go.
Usually you be wanting to.
All right. So we are now back on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, of course, with your most turned up host Zoto, and we got my co-host Dirty Eagle, and we got our special guest, Mr. Candyman treats himself, JV, up on this motherfucker. So we were talking about risky behaviors. I'm gonna repeat it. Finally, risky behaviors are especially common among those who have undergone trauma.
Teach them up so you can hit it.
Individuals with a high number of adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, for example, are more likely to try substances at a younger age and to develop an addiction. Combat veterans fall into this category too. They have higher levels of addiction than the general population. Risky behaviors can include drug abuse, alcoholism, unsafe sex, high adrenaline activities, and behavioral addiction such as gambling, shopping, etc. Those who are coping with their trauma through compulsive comfort seeking should seek professional treatment as much as possible. Right? So that's the risky behavior that you get with dealing with PTSD, or that's with any mental health issues, because like I remember in 2015, after me and my girl broke up from my family relationship, like I was going to go sleep with any and every bitch that I could just for a place of comfort and just for a place to say, to stay, because my mind wasn't right. Mentally, I was gone. I got depressed. My anxiety was acting up. So like, I didn't know how to cope with this shit. So I deal with that risky behavior of having unsafe sex. You know what I'm saying? Alcoholism, I definitely was doing all that shit, man. And I engaged in a lot of risky behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shit, man.
Every time I lose a person, I'm asking the wife, babe, Get us a new bitch in here. I need. She like, is you all right? No, I need
I ain't good. Hey, I
Matter
ain't
of fact, this time, babe, make it 3.
Hey, but it be like that sometimes, like, cause like I'm trying to see how long, cause I don't think it's gonna cut off at 2 minutes. No, it's not 2 hours. I think we got 4 hours to broadcast up on here. But PTSD treatments, right? Of course, we always recommend this, right? If you got insurance, therapy is free through your insurance. If y'all black people didn't know, therapy is free through insurance, right? Improving your symptoms, teach you skills to deal with it, which is coping mechanisms, and restore your self-esteem. So you restore your self-esteem basically by reassuring yourself that what has happened to you is not your life, right? It happened to you in the past. You found ways. You went to therapy. You found ways to improve your symptoms. You got a lot of coping mechanisms. Now, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how like somebody can get into a car accident, right? Somebody can get shot, but they ain't die. But they still want to go on and be like, oh, my car is gone, or I got shot, and they want to wail on their sorrow about that. But it's like you could have been gone, but you here. So let's cherish that moment, because the person that you hit, not here. The person that just shot you probably not gonna be able to live in the next hour or two. But you just got that time to sit here and to relive and to tell your story. So I think that's it about that shit. PTSD. So Dirty Eagle, any final closing thoughts?
I think, absolutely. I think a situation like this should kind of like awaken people to let them know that you have an opportunity to not just be alone. You know, one of the things that JV said is, yeah, I have my wife, but there's only so much that my wife can understand from just a woman's standpoint. Sometimes I just need a man to talk to, just so they can so I can get a better understanding of what I'm going through. And you know what I mean? And a lot of times we feel like we don't have that outlet. It really truly is a blessing to be a part of a show that gives you that outlet and feel and gives you the opportunity to express yourself, and you don't feel like somebody's going to use that against you at a later point, because that's what happened to us as Black men in particular. We're supposed to be the strongest thing in the world. We're not supposed to have emotions. We're supposed to just keep pushing through, even when the worst of the worst can particularly happen to us. So the fact that there is an outlet like this out there that gives you the opportunity to speak your piece, and you don't have to feel like, you got to hold that shit in, and you want to punch the wall because you're so fucking frustrated. It's a beautiful thing, man. So I would encourage anybody that is going through anything, man, make sure you can reach out to somebody that won't use that shit against you. If there's a situation where you feel like there is nobody, come on the show. You will be amazed at the amount of people that would chime in and relate to your situation, or the relationships you can build by just being on a platform like this. So, once again, it's okay to not be okay. Always, check on your strong friends, and it's okay to be vulnerable enough to express yourself and get that shit off your chest, so it doesn't hold in and you don't pin that shit down. You know what I mean? A long time ago, and this is it, a long time ago, one of my mentors said, man, one of the reasons why it's hard for us to fly is because someone's always down on our wings. You feel me? And if we can just let that shit off our wings, we can go anywhere, we can fly anywhere, and we can do anything. This is the opportunity for you to get that shit off your wings, get that weight off your wings, and go anywhere you need to go.
I had to put that on the wall. Check on your strong friends. Like, I wake up to that shit every day. Like, I gotta wake up to that shit every day, because I'm the strong friend, and I don't get checked up on a lot. You know what I'm saying? But when I do get checked up on, that shit means the world to me, because I feel like that somebody's there. So I got another. Hopefully this it. Nope, that ain't it. All right. PTSD risk factors. We talked about the genetics, previous trauma, lack of support, and life stressors. So, you know what I'm saying? Them a couple of more risk factors that people with PTSD deal with, man. I think one of the biggest ones, again, that stand out to me is lack of support. Which one of these stand out to y'all the most that y'all want to talk about?
Life stressors.
Yeah. So what's the life stressor for you, buddy? Like, what's
Oh man, every month it could be the smallest thing to the biggest thing. I'm mixed. I'm black and white, so if a bill late, my white side kicking, I'm like, oh shit, it's a late motherfucking bill. My white black and says she's like, nigga, it will be okay. No, it's doing the first. It's doing the fucking first.
Oh, folks, though.
Like, no,
ladies, no late bellies.
My white shit be kicking in. Like, no, my credit. No, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could be a bill, dude. It could be a fucking kid annoying the shit out of me. It could be some shit that a family member done did or said that just I'd be like, well, fuck you, nigga. Kiss my ass. Like, you cut off, nigga. You better come crawling back for me to fuck with you again.
Hey.
You know what I mean? It's just life stresses. That's my biggest deal.
Hey, so quick question. So when it's time to arrive places on time, which one of your sides come out the most?
My wife's side. I swear to God, my wife is my mortal enemy when it comes to timing. She just does not. It's just in her mind when I say, "Yo, we gotta be there at 7," it just some kicks in her mind said, "I gotta leave at 7," and that shit frustrates. Like I swear to God, I'm getting ready to buy. We got another car. It's in the shop, but I'm gonna buy another car just in case the car is ever down in the shop. I can still leave her motherfucking ass. I will see you when I see you, and when I see you, I probably will leave your motherfucking ass and go to the next event. Fuck you. I hate that shit. Being late is a motherfucking pet peeve.
Man, I'm always on time.
I hate that shit, bro.
Hey, I be having so much shit going on. I can't be on time for shit.
Fuck that shit.
Hey, I don't mean to keep looking off at the screen, but I'm on this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. But now, cause like mentally, like either my man, like even like when I'm trying to get to somewhere early, like if I leave out early for something, it's something that fucking happens that make me be late. When I don't want to be early for shit, I end up being on time. So just like my man just be like discombobulated, and I just be like, bitch. Like I talk to myself like, bitch, like nigga. You supposed to be your ass at work at 9 o'clock. I don't care if I walk in that bitch. Grace period 9:15, but I'm gonna take that grace period before I take that 9 o'clock. But being in the entertainment industry and being on radio made me realize that even when you early, you late. So you got to try to get that like 20 or 30 minutes before any event starts, because you got to show prep, you got to prep for anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So this would be the
Kansas. So it take Kansas to walk.
You know what
I'm saying? Y'all don't do FanDuel and shit.
FanDuel.
That shit. Last time I was with Zoto, I think I lost like $25. Like I'm done.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, look. Yeah. I had one situation, man, where I gambled. I had 500 Bulls, Game 6 versus Boston, and I had 500 on a motherfucking poker table. My mama came up to me, asked me for some money while I'm on the poker table. I gave a little money. I lost I went 500 in the hole on the game. I went 500. I said I lost $2,000. I'm fucking with nobody. My mama almost had to walk home.
I bet on Carolina too.
Yeah, look, I got 3 of mine open right now. I'm little shit though.
Who you love? Yeah.
On BetMGM. Hey, I got BetMGM.
Shorty, I got 30. Look, I got FanDuel and DraftKings. I got 33 entries on DraftKings right now on the baseball.
Boy, look. Hey, look, boy, I got BetMGM. I got PointsBet. I got Barstool Sportsbook and Casino. I got Prize Picks. Nigga, I got FanDuel. Motherfucker, it's another one that I deleted. Boy, I got Caesar Sportsbook. Like, I be getting all the motherfuckers. Hey, you know that number they say when you first log in, they be like, hey, if you got a gambling problem, they go to number.
Got the problem. Oh, yeah.
Hell duh. But y'all
like, damn, you know what? It's $50 I'm finna spend on this. I could buy a liter of liquor.
But y'all do know once you win a certain amount, they gonna take your account away.
What do you mean? Like, if
you can't owe no child support. You can't owe the city or state shit. They taking all your shit. They gonna suspend your shit.
I don't got none of that.
I ain't got none of that shit either.
I ain't got none of that shit either.
I ain't got none of that shit. That's why I be laughing at motherfuckers like that. They took your shit.
All my child support go right here to this woman.
Motherfucking right.
Yeah, you do it.
All right, so we gonna heat check. Wait, let me see if heat check on, man, because I don't think heat check on. Heat check probably starting at 9 o'clock. But
Yeah, I'm North Carolina playing Kansas right now.
Yeah. See, I betted on both of them just in case either or win.
What you see?
What's your win is gonna be $10?
Hell nah, boy, you tweaking.
Nah.
Somebody gotta sit down and let me walk this.
See, look, what I did was like last week. What I did was because the odds a week before anything.
Look, I just took Kansas on the full spread, right?
Yeah.
Took Kansas on the full spread. Then look.
Yeah, they be having you cash out. You can cash out and everything up on this.
Took Carolina, but I took Kansas by 1-10. They busting their ass right now, nigga.
It feel like because all of a sudden everybody gambling. Y'all niggas make me feel like y'all them crypto niggas.
Nah, nigga, because look, you can win some good, like you can bet 50 cents on some good odds, bro, and you can win like $100 off.
You didn't just hear me say I got 33 entries?
Yeah,
that's on FanDuel. Then I got 7 entries on here. Look at my account balance. I just bust their ass earlier. Look, I got on here with $10, bro. This is what I cracked them for with $10. Hold on.
Damn, my shit can't even show what the fuck.
Why it ain't showing? Hold on. There you go.
Goddamn.
Just bust with $10, folks.
Yeah, hey, that's how
$10, folks.
It be like that, man. On my
just bust their ass with 10. They instantly hit 130. Ooh.
Hey, it be good, especially when you betting on shit, and the money is at the point where it's higher than what you put in.
Way higher, bro. I got like 33 entries on this game. This MLB Showdown.
Oh yeah. You got
25-cent entries. I'm putting it
25 cent, 50 cent
25
entries,
cents,
and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so we gonna end it right there, man. Again, coming up. Hold on, let me make sure I got this correct. All right. So coming up this Sunday, man, we got the Next to Blow concert. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by, of course, your famous turned up host Zoto and Keisha Cautious. You know what I'm saying? We got the best performers get a Raw TV Radio on Power 92. Shout out to Shondale interview at the grand opening at the all new Joe's Bar and Grill, April 17th. But this Sunday we got the show best performance best performance. Get a chance to get that radio interview. So this Sunday. So if you are artist, you're looking at this episode gonna be up right there. So if you're looking at this, man, you can DM me, hit me up to book. I'll send you the details. April 17th. It's the grand opening of Joe's Bar and Grill, the real grand opening. So it will be live broadcast on Raw TV Radio, Power 92. Every Saturday night, or I think every other Saturday night, we got brunch at Joe's Bar and Grill, man. Like some good ass food. Shout out to our chef Fredo. You know what I'm saying? We got some good shit. You know what I'm saying? $25.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday is tomorrow.
Wednesday is Dollar Win Wednesday.
Dollar Win Wednesday. Make sure y'all show up. All right.
We little fat people all inside us, man.
We up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a fair person to me. I'm going to Taco Tuesday. And it's bingo. Bingo and Taco Tuesday.
Bingo and Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we got a lot of dope events coming up, man. The summertime is about to be cracking for Go Boys ENT, man, because we got a lot of shit that's coming up. Shout out to my dog, my DJ, Kate Caesar. Him and Ren are now owners of the all new Joe's Bar and Grill. You know what I'm saying? So round of applause to them, man. Shout out to my co-host on winning that award. And the movie that I'm in, Broke Down Drone, is still editing and shit, but from the feedback that I'm getting from it, my parts up in that motherfucker is dope as fuck. It's my first speaking role. Can't give too much about it. I want it to be a shocker to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think Dirty Eagle I already know, but I want it to be a shocker to everybody. That should be out by the summertime. Hopefully soon, because I'm seeing everybody else drop their movies and shit in my anxiety level. It's like, can we hurry up and get the ball going on, man? Like, I want to see me on the big screen. I want to feel like you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. So shout out to my Go Boys ENT family, man. Ren, Keisha, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to both of my DJs, DJ K Caesar, your baby mama's favorite DJ, Trap's own Coalition DJs, P Miller, our cameraman, we next up film, lights out, man. Shout out to all of the avid Mental Health Mondays, the podcast supporters, man. We wouldn't be here, or it wouldn't have been a second season without y'all. We gonna do 10 episodes of this season 2 after season 2, we will continue to do Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, on Mondays, but it will be in a different format, right? So Zoto Radio, bringing you all your entertainment needs, will be starting back. Dirty Eagle is one of my official co-hosts on that show. So every Monday we will do what we did on Zoto Radio in the past. You know what I'm saying? We will talk about one topic of mental health for 5 minutes. It's going to be a segment on the show. So Mental Health Mondays, it won't be a full, YouTube series anymore until probably like one season of Zoto Radio. Then we're going to come back to Mental Health Mondays podcast, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Dirty Eagle, any final thoughts?
Man, like I said a little bit earlier, man, always make sure you check on your strong friends. Don't be afraid to reach out to anybody at all, man, if you need to speak. Hey, don't keep that shit buried inside you. One of the worst things that we can do, particularly as a black man, is to continue with the whole identity that we have to always keep everything inside. It's okay to express yourself however way you need to, man. I don't care if it's just you write music, if you're an artist, if you have a close friend that you need to speak to, a family member, whatever. Even if you need to go ahead and speak to a therapist, it's okay. Do not continue to live another day where you have to keep all that shit pent up inside you. Because you already know how it is when you don't say nothing. That shit boil up. And eventually you're blasting out. And then now you got to apologize. Well, now it's a reaction to all your actions that you put forth. A lot of time, our reactions, we pent up. We can't do shit about it. We might be locked up or worse, not might be able to be here no more. So find some way to get all that stuff that's inside you out of you, man, so you can live a healthy life for real.
All right, my boy, JV, Mr. Candyman Treats. Final thoughts.
No, it's all I really want to say is stay motivated, stay self-motivated, stay focused, stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Stay sucker free. For sure. 2 times on the stay sucker free.
Man.
Love yourself before you love anybody else, man.
Self-care.
That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah, and don't forget, place an order at www.candymantreatsbyjv.com, man. On all social media at Candyman Treats by JV. That includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, TikTok. We got it all. Whatever, we make it all.
And I swear, y'all will not be disappointed. Like, y'all will not be disappointed because I done started back smoking, man. You know what I'm saying? I started back getting high, you know what I'm saying, to cover up my lows. You know what I'm saying? I make my own captures and shit. I don't copy off nobody else, man. But I started back getting high. And, I got my weed drink from my boy, JV, man. That shit set me on my ass. Shit, some good shit. Like $35 for that shit, man. It's worth the motherfucking price, man. Like they say, you get what you pay for. So you pay $10 for a drink, you get, you know what I'm saying, a little bit faded. You get Candyman by JV Treats. You know what I'm saying? You get that. So we got Heat Check. Heat Check is about to start. You know what I'm saying? It's a countdown. Heat Check. Make sure y'all get up on that, man. Artists, submit your motherfucking music. And we out. You know what I'm saying? Season 3. Hold on. I got a little calendar for y'all. Man. It's on my calendar. I said I got a calendar for y'all and then bring up my calendar. All right, so April 11th, next Monday, we got Richway Tiller. You know what I'm saying? There's the 7-year-old Jocelyn who got killed at the McDonald's last year. That's her father. We'll be interviewing him. On the 18th, we got shout out to one of my dancers that used to work at Red Diamond. We got Milan. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about rape and all the other trauma that goes along with it. On the 25th, we got my boy Cello Bright. Shout out to my boy Cello Bright. That's April 25th. March 2nd, we got my boy Charlie Luch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him here, a rapper here, artist. May 9th, we gonna have Phil Martell. You know what I'm saying? That's another. He got the drug clothing line and shit. And then we looking for people for May 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. So if you're anybody out there, man, want to get on the podcast and talk, open up to us, man. We definitely looking for you. Email zotoentertainmentllc@gmail.com, man. Once again, love y'all. Love my brodies. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro, for coming up on this motherfucker.
For sure, man. You know it's all love, man.
Y'all call me anytime. You know what I'm saying? My muscles ain't that big like that, man. But you know what I'm saying? At least I got the tattoos to try to match it.
You got to put that work in, man. I can come get on the workout plan, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. This episode is Scream and Laugh right now on Mental Health Mondays, the podcast YouTube channel, man. So make sure you tell your friends, man. This was a dope ass episode. Some tears almost dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need.
Yeah, I held those in though.
I held my shit in too, because when you was talking, I was like, yeah. All right, y'all. Time to get high.
For sure. Love, bro.
Love y'all.